Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully it's been a good week and not full of any kind of what was the word I heard earlier? Fresh no, what was it? I can't remember the one that reporter said, but it was something in line with insecurities.
Huh.
No
Hmm. Was it
insecurities?
incontinent? No, that's a different word.
Hopefully that's
No, that's
okay.
Biden.
Yeah, that's true. But nevertheless, hopefully all is well with you. I just had to go through a bunch of rigmarole, but I did it quickly, and I was only a couple minutes late, so that's cool. But yeah, it is annoying when you get all this stuff. It's what all else is annoying is when I have to deal with Japanese companies. You guys probably don't have. Andrew has a little bit of understanding of that, but they're so stubborn, so damn stubborn.
How stubborn are they?
They're so stubborn that I have to use either, depending on the company, Zoom or Teams to do like online studies because they're all across Japan. Sometimes I have to do those kind of online classes.
People
Um,
still use Zoom.
yeah, I know, dude. No, Teams is even worse, right? Thank you. And I keep telling them, it would be a lot easier if you guys used, a basic step up might be like, Skype, but, Discord, it would be pretty
Yeah,
Yeah,
handy,
that
because I can
Google
Discord's
Meet
better.
is great.
Sure, that's true. But I mean, with Discord, I can give you information, I can give you visuals, I can type things in the chat for you, because there is a certain difficulty with teaching online that you might not expect, right? Um, I don't
I
know what
have
it
done it.
is. Yeah, but when you're not face to face,
Oh yeah,
uh,
you have no idea how people are reacting. You have there's
true.
so much involved that
it's
you
a
just
pain in
don't
the
know what
ass.
information is being conveyed.
Yeah. So something like Discord would be extremely useful because I can work in a multimedia way, right? Because I'm always wanting to spell something out or to show a visual or something like that, right? Which I could do pretty quickly. That's one thing YouTube's helped me out with, Andrew. It's made me a better
Mm,
online teacher. It's interesting.
amazing,
Yeah.
incredible.
That's because the spell
Uh,
check.
yeah, that too. Yeah. But no. Yeah, nice one, Amy. Okay.
What? Spell checking's great.
Yeah, yeah. Just kind of give it to the teacher there. Take that. All right. Anyway, beyond all that nonsense, which isn't important at all, we're talking about horror movies, baby. One of
Ooh,
my favorite genre.
Yeah.
I love me horror movies. So let me go over here and hit the like share button, and whilst I do that, I will kind of go around the board and say hi, Andrew. How you doing?
hi, I'm doing pretty well
That's
today.
That's good. That's good. I got a pretty nice day going on here. Wanting to start. I think I think it might want to rain, but it's just in that good enough phase before. How was the weather for
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
today?
But surprisingly for like a early going into mid fall, we were in the upper. We had like 78 degrees out, and it's going to be about 80 this weekend. So it's gonna be pretty warm fall.
Oh, an
You
Indian
guys are
summer, huh?
Yeah, and then it's immediately going to crash back down to 60. It's on Sunday, so
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Are you allowed to say Indian summer anymore?
Probably not, but
First
we'll
Nation
just
summer.
we'll just talk about the actual India, that kind of Indian summer.
Oh, fair, fair, fair. But we're New Englanders, so
good.
we know that term. I don't know if the other peoples know that word.
Don't eat the
Right,
street meat.
right.
Yeah. Don't eat the what? I don't know what that
Street
means.
meat.
All right, I got all that done. So you guys hit the like share as well. Just keep in mind we are doing draw along. Today we're doing horror of the 80s, and there's a lot of good ones, and we're going to go through those as we do the show today. But there's so many options. I mean, the 80s, oddly enough, I lived through it. I was actually in that kind of prime life during the 80s. And living it, Andrew, I would have never
hmm
expected it to become the best decade yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, I only experienced the '80s by reliving everything that's already come out through media and everything, and it is quintessentially one of my favorites.
It is great. I mean, if you look at all the different things, it just was so much fun. I mean, look at the political nonsense and hassle we had to deal with. Do believe it was Alan made a mention of it. Reaganomics was like as bad as
Mm.
it got, you know. So, trickle down economics. So boy, that's wonderful. We didn't have any major wars going on. Everyone was happy and affluent. Yeah, it was just great, man. We wore very colorful giant clothing. The girls' hair was enough to, suffocate small cities. It was bad. Anyway, so Alan, how is it going down there, wherever it is you are? I think you're a San Diego person or something, aren't you?
Los Angeles.
Why would you live there?
Because I'm Mexican, I don't have a choice.
What are you talking about? Mexico loves Mexicans.
We're like a hive. We all just listen to what the tacos tell us.
Oh, fair. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I hear Texas is a good place for Latino people.
That's my second place of choice. That's where my father lives.
Oh, well, shit.
Ah.
Do you like your father?
My father. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, cool. Well, there you go. Well, I never know, these days. Well, it's good to have you here, dude. Amron, hello. Nice to see you. It's been a little while.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, not much. I'm not going to give you any trouble today whatsoever for your dumbass prime minister. I won't. I promise.
What did he do this time? I have no idea.
Oh, boy, does he hate him some Jews, dude. Boy.
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
keeping
boy.
up with the news, really.
Don't why bother. It's all
Yeah.
yeah. But that guy, he don't even care. He just hates him some Jews, dude.
He ate
Jeez.
some Hamas and eggs in the morning. You know what I'm
He
saying?
does, dude. No, he really does. I've said this before, but I am shocked how much Jew hate there is in the world, dude. Damn, man. I get the Muslims. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I mean, geez, so much, man. Yeah, he's in trouble. What's his name? Albanese or Albanese or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, he's got himself in a bit of trouble. But that's okay. What's new? Hopefully things are. You having a nice day down there?
I was raining a bit.
Well, rain's good for the plants, though. They like it.
Uh,
Hi,
Yeah.
Amy. How are you?
Doing all right. Yep. Trying to get my computer running. Oh my goodness.
Well, it is running. I am talking to you.
Ah, that's my phone. My phone is running.
Oh.
It doesn't have a pen though, so I can't draw with it. So I'm trying to get my computer running, and it's trying to make bargains. And I'm
I
like, how
see.
about you
They
be
do that.
it?
They do that. Yeah.
Yep. So
Usually what
we'll
I
see.
do is kick it 3 times, rub it softly, say something sweet in the side of its vent, and then restart.
Okay.
That's what I do. It
Is
is
that what's happening?
Tough
it
love.
does. It does tough love, yeah. Is Honey coming?
Yep, she's here too. She's looking probably for her
So
phone.
she's trying to coerce the computer as well. That's good. You girls get at it. Hey Jeff, how you doing, man?
Why, hello, Chester.
So nice to talk to you. You know who I'm surprised is not here is an Eric.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um, well-
he's packing up for a show.
Yeah, he's off to
Oh.
Fantasticon in Fort Worth. No,
Well-
not Fort Worth. Fort something, Indiana.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm glad he's for a show, but it's also kind of a shame to miss 80's Monster Night. I feel like he really would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, he would have. That's true. But nah, that's cool. He's going. I'm glad you guys go and do that. Conventions are great fun. I mean, I've been.
Oh, they're the best, honestly.
Yeah, they are.
They really
Um,
are.
And there's so much to do at them. Proper ones. I don't mean like the Comic Con stuff. That's just corporate crap. But the smaller proper cons, there's so many things. You got games going on. You got artists you can talk to. You can see all the costumes. There's shows. There's lectures. There's all kind of cool stuff. Yeah, the conventions are great.
Selling your stuff.
selling your stuff. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I
Mhm.
meant with the
That's
artist.
my favorite part.
I bet. Yeah. You know, the funny thing when I went to I went to Tokyo Comic Con to see Mike, and yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's not the Comic Cons are not the best choice, but I did go, and there was some fun. We did have some fun. But the funny
Yeah,
thing
I just
was
saw
is the
something very disgusting. Very disgusting. I just saw on Twitter. But continue.
oh, okay. But they had the artist corner. They do. And Comic Con, it doesn't have the love that other conventions do for artists, right? I don't know how much it
Yeah.
costs, but it's always super small. It's nowhere.
It's a lot.
Yeah, as sure it is. Where if you go to another convention, the artist corner is huge, right? Um, but they're always small Comic Cons. But they didn't even have like a separation. They just kind of put them in the middle of a giant space and had a few tables, so they're just kind of sitting there doing their thing. And behind them was the B stage because they had a big main A stage and it had this little B stage, and the B stage had
Okay.
all the all the kind of Japanese things we kind of brush under the rug and don't look at. Yeah,
Hmm.
they literally
Like
had
Dragon Ball?
no,
Hmm?
not that. That's tame. No, they had when I was talking to Mike with my kids, by the way. Literally, there was a bunch of Japanese on a stage wearing nude colored body socks, jumping around, acting like they were, I think, peppers. I think they were trying to be peppers. And rubbing up against each other in very odd ways with the strangest damn techno music I've ever heard in my life. hmm Lucky Mike.
That no, poor Mike.
Yeah. Anyway, we
I
do need to
know.
get this going though. Jeff, what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
You're supposed to kazoo. I got to talk to these other two guys, but we got to get going first.
Hang on. I found the kazoo.
He found it.
Yay!
Very good. Thank you very much. Everyone's going to
Oh,
start
Dare you
drawing now,
kazoo in front of my
folks.
children?
Yeah, I know. And Amron, don't ask where he had it hidden. Okay.
Yeah. He never said he blows it with his mouth, right?
Talented.
They could. Well, who
Good
knows?
point.
Very
We
talented.
don't know where the air is coming from. That's true. That would be impressive, though.
My
Bet you
flatulence is musical, man.
hmm
I love it.
Do I bet you some people can do that. So Jason, hey, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing just fine. Can't hardly wait to get this finished. I'm doing aliens tonight, so
Ooh, oh, he called it
Yeah.
first.
oh yeah. Yeah,
Well, I'm
I
gonna be
did.
I'm going to get into what you guys are doing here shortly. You kind of spilled the beans there, but oh, that's okay. So you're doing the aliens. Are we doing the new iterations, which are horrible, or are we doing the proper Ripley ones?
I'm pretty sure the proper Ripley ones. I'm literally drawing one from a movie scene right now, so
Oh, okay,
yeah.
there you
And
go.
it's the 80s. That was
And
the one in the
it's
80s.
Yeah,
and
80,
it's the 80s.
86.
I think the first one was like
79.
79. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
something like that.
but aliens definitely falls in though, so it's fine. Cool. I can't wait to see it. Johan, hi.
Hello.
How are things down in Indonesia land?
Yeah, it's very hot. The weather is hot. The politics is more hotter.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that, dude.
It's
Damn,
hot.
dude. Malaysia too. You see them, man?
Oh, I don't follow the Malaysian.
Well, they're hotter than you guys are actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
which
okay.
is weird. It's weird. I expect in this particular tumult, I expected more out of Indonesia than Malaysia, but they're saying hold my beer.
Wow.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
a great competition to be in.
yeah, I
Oh.
suppose. But other than that, do you live in a city or do you live in a countryside?
Oh, in a suburban a city. I'm near the city.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. The in between is always nice. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So do you have good food shops near you?
Oh, yeah. food shops.
Not sure.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
are
do you,
many, I think.
like restaurants and stuff? Or you have any good ones near you? Or are you more of a person who cooks at home? Is what I
Do
mean.
you have any food down there?
That's not what I meant at all.
Oh, we eat
My
anything.
city over the mountain has shit food everywhere. So feel bad for me. Go ahead.
Oh, near me is there is a there are restaurants maybe. There are an area filled with restaurants.
Well, of course, but are
So
they
yeah,
good though?
of course. No, they're okay actually.
See,
Yeah, they're okay.
see.
But
So you like cooking?
but good or not is rather subjective, I think.
It is.
But it is for me. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but
It's
see, the
okay.
thing is, in my universe, only my opinion matters, though.
That makes things easier.
Yeah, I think it's each universe. I think.
True. All right. Well, oh, Rabbit showed up. Hi, Rabbit.
Hey.
Rabbit.
I was always coming. I just was playing LOL, so I'm. Well, I was in the
Ooh,
middle of
lol. What's a lol?
League of Legends.
Oh, League of Legends. Lol.
You
It
play League of
literally
Legends?
It is lol. That's funny.
Do you play Mobile Legends too?
I
I
tried
thought, I
it.
thought,
Some
I
of
thought
my
a
friends.
lull. I thought a lull was a calm or send to sleep. Typically, the soothing sounds of movements.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You better because the Mobile Legend is abbreviated as ML. You know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I.
So
Big
no,
crickets.
no, it's true. So so there
Wah,
are many
wah.
elementary school elementary school students said,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, I want ML."
Oh,
I want to
really?
do
That's
ML.
interesting.
So it's a Mobile Legends. It's
I've
not
never been into
making
the
love.
MOBA stuff, to be honest with you.
I only play
Nah.
League because it's the only
Yeah,
good
I'm
one.
not following it either. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's the one very hot right now.
It is. It's been hot for a long time. That is true. They are clearly doing something right for that genre. Yeah, clearly. So
Yes.
good for them. They had that show they came
They're
out was
expanding into an
beautiful.
MMO.
Did you guys see that? It was woke as hell, but it was beautiful though. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
Sorry, what?
movie?
The League of Legends animated TV series that came out.
Oh, is it the
Yeah.
Arcane?
Yeah.
Arcane,
Arcane.
yeah.
The arcane one.
I mean, it's
Yeah, the-
really
pretty
beautiful.
woke, but
It's
The
super
animation
woke.
is very, very good. Yeah.
It's gorgeous though. But is League of Legends that woke? I doubt it. Right?
The
But
company
Yeah.
is.
the company is, yeah.
Company
But it
is,
was
yeah.
beautiful. That was some of the best animation I've ever seen, dude. It was
Mhm.
gorgeous.
At least they did something
Also,
They're
fair.
I
expanding
like
into an
Tent to
MMO as
Kill,
well.
even though it's not in the show.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I don't
I don't know
care.
if you-
I don't really care about people making whatever they want with their IP. They can do whatever they want. Just don't tell me what I can and
Mhm.
can't do. Is all I care. Right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to choose to watch or not watch. Like I probably won't watch any more of that Arcane, which is a shame
even
because
if
it is
you-
stunningly beautiful.
Yeah, there are a
Yeah.
lot
Why
of
did you not like
shows
it?
sadly that look nice, but just don't rarely have any substance. And
Oh, that too. That too.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's just way too woke, Rabbit. It's way too much.
I've not watched it. I never
Yeah.
watched it. I'll play the game.
I
I'm
never
not
watched
really
it either.
interested in the rest of it.
Yeah. It's a
Nah.
shame because it is beautiful. But yeah, it is what it is. But nevertheless, I'm not here to talk about woke nonsenses. Hi, honey. You're not hooked up, but I say hi to you anyway.
That's for Sunday.
Okay.
Oh,
That
we're
is for
still
Sunday.
working on
That
it.
is true.
Did you find?
Let me
Okay,
see
good.
here. Let me go over and what do I want? Oh yeah, here. So before I really start digging in, looking at what these guys are doing, and asking questions, I want to take a look. Let them get doing what they're doing. So we'll have a conversation. You and me chat. Just you and me chat, and maybe the Jeff. Jeff can be involved. Jeff, you can talk. Jeff. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So
Oh,
Jeff,
Thank you.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the top 100 or so horror movies of the 80s according to IDB5M, whatever that. What's it called? IMDb. Okay. We're going to look at it. We're going to see if they're right. We're going to judge them harshly, Jeff.
Oh, they are not right.
Probably not.
No.
Let's see here. We got Sleepaway Camp. Now, Sleepaway Camp is number 100. Now, would you like to inform the folks
What?
why this is on the list?
I haven't even heard of it.
Because
Oh, right.
it's like a cult favorite. That's about it.
Do you know why though?
No, not necessarily. I mean, they lost me about halfway through.
Yeah, it's not great. It shouldn't be on this list at all. It's actually pretty horrible. But the
Yep.
reason it's on this list is because the killer, get this, is a transgender. And
Wait, what movie is this?
they do the full
Oh.
Monty at the end as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm really glad. Now I'm really glad I didn't watch it.
But
Is his name Tucker?
but no, this is from 1983, and if the killer is spoilers, if you haven't seen it yet, you've had time though. Yeah, it's a transgender, and this is why it's so unique for the time, and that's why it sticks. So it shouldn't be on this list. There's many things that could be on this. Burial Ground, The Knights of Terror. Really?
I haven't seen that one.
Well, this is, I do believe, one of the Italian crossovers, right?
Yeah.
Le Notti del Terror. Did I do a good job, Alan? Did I do a good job?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What language
Dude,
was that?
I think it's French.
Dude, he's Hispanic.
Yeah, or
not-
Italian. No, it's
Not
Italian.
Italian. No.
La
Italian.
Notte la Terror. I think the Night of
That
Terror
was better than
should
me,
be there.
Johan.
Huh?
You should take the
Huh?
job.
You think?
Let's continue to see if we find
Really?
anything.
Ah,
really hard.
linguini.
Creamy.
The Video Dead, really? Come on, guys. Dead Heat. Treat Williams. You can only take so much of him. But it is
he was good in God, what was it? Deep Rising?
Deep Rising. Yeah.
He was good in that.
Well, this also has Joe Piscopo, and this is interesting because we're I think it's an alien thing, but we're dealing with like alien zombie things.
No, he becomes a zombie or something like that, but I can't remember. It was very forgettable.
It is. It's got.
Yeah, I
some
remember that movie. Something
quirky-
very sciencey about how he
Yeah.
becomes a zombie. Like someone was like experiment. Like I think it was like a mad scientist or something
Yeah.
brought him back to life, and yeah, he was slowly decomposing through the whole movie.
It's only memorable because it's one of the few movies that Joe Piscopo was in.
True, and he did a good job, to be honest with you. It's a quirky movie, and that's why it's on the list. It is different, so
That
interesting.
is something.
And I hear a lot of artists talking who weren't given permission to do so. By the way, just so you know.
No one has to shut you up. That's
That's fair. That is fair. But of course, then we got 96 is Teen Wolf.
Okay, it says comedy, fantasy, romance. Nowhere in there is that horror. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah, I don't. Did anyone like Teen Wolf? I mean, I like me some Michael J. Fox.
I liked
be
it
fair.
fine.
It was a fun movie. That was about it.
Yeah, I liked it. As a horror movie, I don't know, but
No, it wasn't
definitely
a horror
a
movie at
good
all.
coming of age story.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's true.
I like the part where he finds his dad's a werewolf. That's like the funniest part. He looks like that was just like a dad, even though he's a werewolf right now.
Oh, the father
I don't know.
scene. Yeah, that was cute.
Like one.
Spoilers,
Meet the
hello-
Feebles.
I've never even heard of this.
Me the Feebles is freaking amazing.
yeah, that's Peter Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that explains it.
yeah. It's one of his early weird
Yeah.
things, dude.
It's
I don't know
He
how.
was-
awesome, is what it is.
I felt he was better with frickin' Lord of the Rings because
A
I
little
did
bit.
not like any of his stuff before that.
I don't know
Oh,
how he
Dead-
went from what he was
Dead
doing
Alive
to
is-
movie
that.
he did was amazing.
Okay.
Brain
Dead-
Dead, Bad
Dead Alive
Taste,
is
they're fucking
a-
awesome movies.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Oh, I can't stand that low budget,
Yeah, me
toilet
too.
paper budget shit. I can't. But he did what he did, and he is legend. So thank you, Mr. Jackson. Now, finally, we've gotten to something worth commenting on. Night
Yep.
of the Comet, 1984. Great movie.
It's not too scary. I mean,
No.
it's something you can like
Great though.
younger kids can watch, but it's a fun movie.
And look what's just above it, Jeff. I mean, this should be like number 4
Yeah,
or
that should
5
be way
or
up there.
something.
That thing was like the Killer Clowns from Outer Space was like epic during its time.
It still holds
Um,
up, dude. You can go
That's
watch
a
it
pretty
now
good
and
movie.
it still
Yeah,
holds
it's
up.
I remember
fun.
watching it when I was a bit younger. I only watched it once though, but I kind of enjoyed it. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's freaking
It was
awesome. Killer
it was
Clowns
amazing.
is
It
I
was
got
a
some.
great movie. Ahead of its
I
time, dude.
agree.
I got some trivia.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
The has anyone ever watched Ernest Scared Stupid?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Part of
Well,
it, yeah.
actually, no. Actually,
Epic.
that's the
The
only
trolls in
Ernest
that
one I've
movie are the same models as the Killer Clowns. They're from the same company.
Oh, really?
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 I didn't know that.
So yeah, so when you look at the trolls in that movie running around, it's the Killer Clowns from outer space in brown makeup and brown face,
That's
essentially.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty
that's
funny.
awesome, dude. I didn't know that. I'll have to go check that out. I do like me some Ernest movies. But see, I grew up, and so did Jeff, during the period where the Ernest commercials were on TV,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And that's where he came from for me. Did you see him?
Know what I
You,
mean, Vern? Know what
yeah,
I mean?
you know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. I mean, did you guys see him in anything else other than those commercials before? I didn't.
That's
Christmas.
no. That's where.
What's the Christmas one? And the
Um,
camp.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about before his movies. He was.
yeah, Jim Varney got his start as those commercials.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Those damn commercials. What was he selling? Life insurance or something?
I don't
I think
remember.
so, yeah.
Insurance, ice cream, mellow yellow. When I was growing up here in Cali, he would
what I
do
mean,
commercials
Vern?
for the Cerritos Auto Center.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
selling. So yeah.
Well, good on him though. I love Jim Varney though. He's got a nice.
Yeah. Rest in
That's
peace,
his
Jim
soul.
Varney.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of
Yeah.
like Pee Wee Herman. It's a similar kind of shtick. If you're not into that, you wouldn't like it. You know.
Yeah, I've always
John
loved
Cena
the
can do
Ernest
him. Can play him in the biopic when they.
John Cena.
Because he's starting to look like. Yeah, he's starting to look like him. There's a lot of memes about it. Like he
Oh,
looks
really?
a lot like Jim Varney now.
John
All
needs to shave his head, dude. He's going bald hard. He needs to just.
Well, all those
accept it.
steroids, man. All those steroids are making his hair fall out.
Is that what does? Is that what does it? I don't know.
Yeah, when you pump testosterone into your body, all your hair falls out. That's why all the transgender women are.
They must
lose
have a
all their hair.
lot of testosterone
You
there.
must, yeah. I still have enough hair to say that I don't have to shave it. So it's thinning though. We're gonna get to that point because they keep threatening my wife and I'm gonna shave it. And she says, "If you do, I'll do too." And I said, "Well, then shit, that's a good reason to do it. I dare you." She really
Call her bluff. Call her bluff.
yeah, bluff, right? Because my hair when I let it out and the beard and everything, I kind of got that whole Greek god thing going on. So you know.
Oh,
That's
She
what
kinda
is that?
likes
The Greek god hair.
Well, you know, you've seen the pictures.
Oh, curly.
What do you mean, like?
Yeah, it's a little just slightly curly, especially in the back, and it's got
uh,
the wave to it and the beard. It just kind of, she likes it.
I thought you meant like you had that crown, like Caesar's crown. Just had
That would be good. I should add that. I should walk around with 2 secretaries and my crown. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Right.
But
The
did the Greek grow
The diadem,
their
actually.
hairs? The Greek men's?
yeah, but I'm just saying you've seen the images of Zeus and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of gets
Mhm.
that going on, and she likes it. So,
Oh,
but anyway,
okay.
the next 2 movies, the Children of the Corn is actually not the greatest movie. It's interesting, but it's so to be fair. However, freaking Monster Squad is only
I remember.
92. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Monster Squad was a pretty good movie.
That was
I don't
wicked
remember
solid.
much of it, but
But
it was.
was
I
really good.
remember when I watched it, it was a good movie. But all I
Fair.
can say with Children of the
that?
Corn is Outlander.
That too. Yeah.
We have your woman, Outlander.
And the name Malachi. Very weird.
Yeah. We don't
Malachi.
get many Malachis. That's true.
Don't
But
see a lot
Children
of
of Corn,
Malachis.
I never was a big fan of it, so I don't mind it being here. But Monster Squad should be in the top 20 easy, dude. That's
Oh
a
yeah.
really
I
good
seem
movie.
to remember. I
That's the one-
I watched that a long time ago.
Well, I watched it
And
more
isn't that the
recently
one-
because I showed it to my kids, and they loved it.
Isn't that the one where Dracula literally scares that little girl when he was like showing his teeth to her or something?
Oh yeah, no, it actually goes there in
He
a
actually
couple
made her
moments.
cry, by the way.
Yeah.
He actually made her cry in real life.
He
by the
probably
way.
did. Yeah, I mean, I bet
Yeah.
he laughed about it. Because it's always funny to see kids crying. It's great.
It's great.
It's great. Yeah. But it's also Wolfman Has Nards is from this movie,
Mm.
so but that's a killer movie. Let's see what we got. Critters. Yeah, I love the Critter series. You guys like Critters?
Mm.
Yeah,
I like the
part two was
first
the best
one.
one too.
I never saw the second one.
Well, I think it
Second one
was.
is just as crazy.
I've never seen
Nuts.
Critters.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining. Just as entertaining.
Yeah, I love the second one. It's awesome. I think the
Yeah.
third or fourth one or the fifth one, one of those is what gave us Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, it's the third one.
Yeah. So
It's
Oh.
Critters is cool because it's one of those series where, like, after they make the first one, then they made the second one. They're just like, we have to go crazy, like the Gremlins effect. Where there's just like, oh well, they did all these things in the first movie, now they have to go bigger in the second movie.
yeah, and they did. And the second movie was great. I love the second movie. And the controversy of this and Gremlins, Critters was created before Gremlins.
Mm.
It just came out after because of bureaucratic
Right.
nonsense.
Right.
But Critters is great. House, I love the first one. The first House.
I
is
like
killer.
I like the second one too.
It is good.
I thought it was great that they didn't try to extend the first story, and then they went on and they did something completely different.
They did, but it's a great concept. It's taking a haunted house movie to a different level. And I love the House series. It's good.
Is it House 1 or House 2 where the Road Warrior with the chaps from Mad Max shows up as the same character?
It's the second one, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the second one. The first one was all Vietnam military.
Yeah, and it had the Greatest American Hero in it.
Well, it said
No
Cliff
way.
Clavin.
William
Yeah,
Katz.
Cliff Clavin was in the second one, I believe.
Yeah. It's cool. Jiminy's got some
House 2
opinions
gave
over
us
here.
Bill Maher.
Looks like you got a full-blown pocket dimension in there.
That's true. Yeah, that was a great line, dude. That was perfect. Let's see here. From Beyond.
Oh yeah.
No, first of all,
From Beyond is wild.
it is wild. First of all, any movie that has Jeffrey Combs is worthy of your time. Any movie.
And this is one of the better. I wouldn't say it's one of the better Lovecraft adaptations because this movie takes off where the Lovecraft story ends.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
it's a really good movie.
It is great. Now his Reanimator I'm sure it's on the list.
Oh, Reanimator is such a fun movie.
But keep in mind, not only do you get Jeffrey Combs, and he's worthy of any viewing, you get Barbara Crampton in full-on S&M gear, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Enough said. Should be higher on the list. I know that. Dead Ringers. I didn't like this movie. It was kind of boring.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
a wicked
felt
boring.
something.
Well, but that's what I found out about Cronenberg anyway. Like, you have Videodrome and you have Dead Ringers, and the rest of his stuff is actually really pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Mostly
Cronenberg really actually doesn't know how to make a very exciting movie at all.
No, his movies
Yeah.
are dry and boring. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. He didn't make Naked Lunch. That wasn't him.
I don't know, actually.
I'm not sure. Naked Lunch was better.
Oh, yes, yeah, he did make Naked Lunch. Yeah. That was him.
That was better. Bride of Reanimator. Once again, any of the Reanimators are great just because of Jeffrey Combs. I mean, if you don't have him, they're shit movies. Well, no, the first one is just spectacular, isn't it? Scanners, freaking legend. I watched it.
Oh yeah, that
recently.
was
Really? I
Scanners.
couldn't finish it. It was just so boring.
It's another Cronenberg
that was
movie.
Yeah, it was a
a
Cronenberg.
huge movie back in the day.
It was.
Like you actually just have that the head explosion that's like internet famous, and then nothing else really happens in the film.
Yeah, but you got to understand. It depends. I think it's an age thing, Andrew. Simply because the 70s, if you go back and look at movies in the 70s, they're very cerebral, and it's just the nature of that decade. And people were used to that. Scanners is right on it's just in the turnover, 81, right? And it has that 70s feel. It is a 70s movie, right? So if you're not able to kind of sit down and enjoy the slow-paced cerebral movie, I imagine young people couldn't get through this 10 minutes of this movie.
I just don't agree that it's slow paced. I just think it's poorly paced.
Okay, that's fine. But I think Jeff's point is very valid. It was a movie of the time,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
it was important.
Well,
And
that
there was
head
really,
explosion was phenomenal.
there was really nothing like this when it came out. So it was that, and I remember it was like all over the place. People were talking about it. It
Yeah.
made a big sensation. I
I
didn't
enjoyed
know
the
that was a
sequels as
Cronenberg
well.
movie.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Cronenberg.
But this movie
was
right
like,
here
if-
with Tom Hanks, The Burbs.
I
Um,
love that movie.
Oh, I love
It
The
is
Burbs.
fun. It is a fun.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
nothing
It's a
horror
fun
about
movie.
it, but it's fun.
Well,
Yeah,
from
but there's nothing
the
horror in
director of
Monsters Club,
Gremlins,
right?
so there you go.
Well, that's
Hmm.
true, Joe
Yeah, it's on
Dante. But it is great fun, though. I did enjoy this movie quite a bit. Yeah, and Tom does a perfect job in the role, by the way.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he does. I
Yeah.
love him.
Let's see here. Vampire's Kiss. Now, of course, this is Nicolas Cage, therefore it's worthy of Oscars. But yeah, this is one of his worst.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
He
And I just saw
thinks
Renfield.
he's
He is a
vampire.
great Dracula.
Oh my God, Renfield was spectacular, dude. But in this movie, he thinks he's a vampire. He's not really. Spoilers.
That's funny.
Yeah. This is what I don't know, Jeff. This might be his most over the top movie ever.
Yeah, he was pretty out there on this.
I
Oh,
kind
and it's
of
got
imagine.
Maria Chiquita Alonso.
Well,
Jennifer
yeah, but
Beals.
I do believe there were several kilos of cocaine involved in making this movie.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm pretty sure about it.
Maybe.
But it is, if you want to see wacky, out of control Nick Cage, this is the movie for you. That's for damn sure. Society.
Oh, that's a cool film. I like Society.
I've never seen this movie.
It's because it's funny because the movie's not actually that weird. Like there's weird stuff that happens throughout it, but it's really not a movie until the end.
Yeah, I get your point. But if you're not into body horror or weird sexualized crap, do not go anywhere near this movie. Because it's
Good sir.
bizarre. Yeah, I don't know what I feel about it. I know it is a legend, though. It is a classic. Yeah, whatever. This is Brian Usna, whatever. I don't know who that is. I don't
Yeah,
know
never
anybody
heard
in
of
this
him either.
movie. But it is a weird one, though. It's worthy of being on list. Oh, my God.
Oh yes.
Force. How is that so low, Jeff?
It does kind of drag in the middle, but it's like the very beginning and the very ending, or the beginning. There's like a middle part that, yeah, but the after she wakes up
Uh,
and all the way to the end,
oh yeah,
it's
it's a
and
freaking
I love
rock and roll
I
show, dude.
love the special effects in it.
Oh, it's kill.
That
It's so ahead
was
of
so
its time,
cool.
dude. Yeah. Now for all those people out there that say there's no way Toby Hooper made Poltergeist because it must have been Spielberg doing it, dude, go watch this freaking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, there's a lot there that looks a lot like Poltergeist.
Oh yeah, you can see the influence of it. But this is a killer movie, dude. Life Force should be much higher. Oh God.
Yeah,
that taste.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get through that
I
movie.
hate that
That
movie.
It was
Taste is one of my
bad.
favorite movies of
Yeah.
all time. You guys have no taste.
That tells me a lot about you.
You have no taste in good horror if you don't like
Right,
stuff like that.
Be like that. You could be like that. Now I'm going to turn all the art on here. I got to go grab something real quick. I'll be back in a second, Jeff. So you
Alrighty.
guys can get a peek at it. I'm going to come back and look at the art soon enough, but I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about horror today, which I tend to get off track.
You
I'll be back in a
no,
minute.
really
Not you.
get out.
Get out of town. What was that? Was that duck?
Yes, it was. So I would show other people's art, but I have no control over that. So who is everybody? So what was everybody's favorite '80s movie?
Horror. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Was
Alright.
definitely Aliens for me,
Oh, it's
obviously.
most 100%
but of
the
other
thing.
ones.
I would have
Just a-
said
Oh, I love
Aliens,
The
but I
Thing,
don't
though.
class
I do
Aliens
love
as a
The Thing.
horror. I don't think Aliens is a horror movie at all.
Sci-fi
got
horror.
Yeah, it's got that crossover of sci-fi.
It's more of an action movie, I think, but
It's an action
You're
thriller,
talking about
but,
aliens, maybe, but Alien was.
no, but that's what Aliens are
prequel
sci-fi horror,
to the
definitely.
horror
But
movie.
Aliens is the one that's 80s. If we're going to horror, I'd say Nightmare on Elm Street and The Thing. That kind of tied for me.
Yeah, no, that's
The
that's
Thing
why
is
I'm
definitely horror,
doing.
and I love it.
Yeah, I'm drawing The Thing for my thing.
Awesome!
But
I can't wait to see that, bro.
I know I currently crashed, and it's for some reason I can still talk to you, but my Discord isn't loading. So
Well, I'll go through here and take a look, see what you're doing. Andrew's definitely doing The Thing.
I'll be right back.
You can still see it. Oh, okay, that's weird.
And Amaran is doing The Thing.
No, I'm not.
What are you doing? Big Bird on
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Big Bird on acid confirmed. Let's see here. Honey is she got an eye going on. Okay. Rabbit is doing himself a Freddy Krueger. That'll be interesting to see how that comes out. We got Alan is doing. Oh, I know this movie. Oh, dude, what movie is this? I recognize this creature.
Oh,
No, I know what you're doing. You're doing a smash up, but is it just The Fly with Jurassic Park?
it's the Fly, but he's gonna be Superfly. I'm making him a pimp.
Oh, I see. But there's something about this that looks so familiar, though, dude.
Definitely the Fly.
Yeah, definitely The Fly, but there's something else that I'm very familiar. I like it though. Let's see here. I'm getting some big echo. I don't know where it's coming from. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it's echoing though. And Johan is doing Gundam, which is interesting.
No, see the whole. It's the Evil Dead Gundam.
The Evil Dead Gundam. Oh, okay.
You sure you're not JD?
Yeah. Right. All right.
That's something JD would do.
It is something.
Tell me about it.
With Iron Man somewhere. Anyway,
Tell
let me
me
go back
about
to my movies here. What was I saying? Oh, I was berating bad taste. Yeah, I'm getting some echo here. No, go away, Peter Jackson. Okay. Ooh, The Church, and not the one that came out like in the late '90s or early aughts. There was another Church came out, and it was so bad. It was like a CW show made into a movie. This is the original.
I haven't heard of it.
It's not bad, dude. I do believe it's one of those European things that came over, but it's interesting. I think it's an Italian film that came over as oh look, it made in America, and you can immediately tell, yeah, that's not America. Anyway, it is interesting though. Have you seen this one, Jeff? Alrighty.
Jeff is not here right now.
Yeah, no, I'm probably the only one that's seen this one. But it is one of those Italian.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's boring.
It's Italian, fair. But I don't know. There's something about it I like though. It is not that bad. What happened to Italy though, dude? They were pumping out movies for decades, all kind of spaghetti westerns, lots of the giallo stuff, some horror stuff out of the giallo as well. Well, the giallo is basically murder mystery. I mean, so many good movies. I haven't seen anything out of Italy in my lifetime, dude. Well, I mean, in my adulthood. What the hell happened?
No, they just stopped.
Yeah, they did. I don't get it.
I wish they would just keep making garbage. That'd be so great.
It'd be great, dude. They made some wonderful movies.
I don't think you're far off there, Andrew. I wanna theorize a lot of them came to the U.S. to make those mockbusters, like Trans.
Oh, interesting. That's
You know what I'm talking about?
They basically made Asylum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like those. Yeah. They make movies
but
like,
in the 60s there are many art
Transmorphers.
house Italian directors.
The 60s gave us all those
I
spaghetti
think they-
westerns. 70s, yeah, there's some good stuff. Dude.
Yeah, like Fellini, like Antonioni.
Yeah, no, you're
But
right.
I think-
the giallo stuff. Yeah.
I think it gave way. It gave way to the horror movies too.
Oh well, Suspiria. You had so many good stuff come out. I'm really still
Oh
getting
wow,
that echo though.
Suspiria.
Suspiria,
It's from Amy.
yeah, I know.
Is it
And-
Amy? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
But but yeah, no, I just don't know what happened. To be fair, there was a time there where Spain was starting to make a little bit of noise back in the 70s. Was like, ooh, we go to get some stuff from Spain, and then nothing. A lot of those Sword and Sandals, those really bad D&D movies, they're Spanish, right? There's some good vampire movies from Spain. They're gone. The other Europeans are still doing what they do: Scandinavians, the
Well,
Germans, French.
recently, some of the horror that's been coming out of Spain has not been that bad.
See, I haven't
Oh,
seen any. I have to go check
you
that
know
out.
Wrecked, the zombie movie Wrecked.
Yeah,
Nah,
Wreck.
I never watched that. Yeah,
I think it's from Spain. It's from Spain,
is it a
but
Spanish thing? Yeah,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Spanish.
but I mean, as far as horror movie goes, the really Southeast Asia is the one killing it right now. Anyway, I mean, right now, as far as good stuff coming out about horror, it's Southeast Asia. I don't know why, but it is. Some other places has got some good movies come out as Russia of all places. I don't know if you guys watch any Russian films, but now they're trying hard, dude. There's some seriously good stuff come out of Russia. The next one here, The Gate, freaking epic. If you haven't seen
Yep.
it, what the hell's wrong with you?
Very epic.
Yeah,
Oh, the Gate.
yeah. I
Those little
chastise
guys
you.
used to creep me out.
Oh, dude, it was so good. This is so good movie, dude. And it's got Steven Dorff in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything, but it's a good movie.
The star of a Britney Spears, one of her music videos.
Right. But no, this is such a cool kids movie, and this falls right in line with Goonies
Oh,
and
wow.
all that kind of stuff. It's like the fun kids stuff. Like the Monster Squad is another one. It's a team of kids working together to defeat evil. That's what this falls into that genre, and it's so wonderful. Did you see this one, Jeff?
Yep.
Yeah, it's really good. And of course, the legend, the epic Critters. How the hell is Critters 77? Are you kidding me?
Doesn't make
Well, we'll
sense.
see what number one for the first top 10 are.
Yeah, but Critters is a really good movie, dude. It's so
Yep.
good.
It's one of those ones that's got a big cult following.
It's just a really, really solid movies. I hope Tremors is on here. That's another very
That's
similar vein.
90s.
Great flick.
Was that the 80s?
Yeah.
It's
maybe
90s.
maybe not. Yeah, maybe it's.
Yeah, it's 80s.
It is the 80s.
Is
yeah.
it? I thought
is,
it was the
yeah.
90s. Huh.
No.
But
No,
once
it was
again,
80s.
Kevin Bacon and the dude.
Very close to the end of the 80s.
I've watched that
Yep.
entire series and loved it, every bit of it. Anyway,
You
so
will
here-
hear blonde hair.
Yeah, like it kind of fell apart at number 3, but number 4 was actually really good.
The last one was fun, although I was sad. Well, I'm not going to give spoilers. But anyway, Critters. We're not talking about Tremors. We're talking about Critters. Critters is awesome. If you haven't watched it, 1 and 2 are really good. Go watch them. They're really good. The stuff. Yeah, I wasn't into this movie.
I
That
liked
was
it.
weird.
I thought it was. I actually thought it was pretty good. There are some really stiff parts in there, but by and large, I thought it was a great concept.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No. The idea is not bad.
Easy to
be
watch
fair.
though because you can watch it on YouTube. It's always
Oh,
on.
yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
A lot of these
YouTube
movies you
and
can, yeah.
and Tubi.
And
It's
Tubi.
free to watch on Tubi. Yeah.
Tubi's got the commercials, but I'm used to that. So, now Guillermo del Toro put together his little cabinet of curiosity, which half of it was really good. That thing started out banging. I was like, oh my god, this is one of the best anthologies I've ever seen. And then I got to the back end, and I was like, oh, all right. But one of those back end ones, which weren't as good, was basically kind of a take on the stuff. It was a modern take on it. But those first like 4 of the Cabinet of Curiosities were bangers, dude. Really good. This Fulci movie here. I'm assuming we'll
That's the
see
right
more
stuff.
Fulci movies on here.
Baby.
Yeah, The House by the Sea.
Undoubtedly. I don't even
Undoubtedly.
remember seeing that.
Well, Master of Giallo, Lucio Fulci. Italian movie again. Once again, a lot of killer movies coming out of Italy, dude. And this is a good one. Have you seen this one?
Have I?
Yeah, this has
Yeah, a
the
long time
exploding
ago.
eye in it. Well,
I'll have to
Fulci
go
has a
back and
lot of
look at it again.
exploding eyes, doesn't he? Well, this
Yeah,
one,
and all those Italian directors like to have heads explode and stuff like
yeah, that's true. Now, this supposedly is set in New England. It's clearly not.
that. That doesn't
It's
surprise me.
obviously not. The dubbing is horrible. But watching the original Italian, and just imagine you're somewhere in the Italian hills, and you'll feel better.
in
Uh,
Massachusetts.
it's not. It's certainly not in Massachusetts, dude, without question. Although the
The
blonde in
Italian
that is a
Muslims.
hottie, though. There is a real cute girl in this. What's her name?
The best part about a house on the cemetery, quiet neighbors.
Quiet Neighbors. That is true. That is true. Now Prom Night, it's a slasher classic.
Yeah.
I'm so about
That
it.
that and Terror Train, I thought, which were both Jamie Lee Curtis movies, were basically. I mean, they were just standard, generic slasher stuff.
Yeah, they tried to remake Terror Train recently too, you know. But how do you remake Terror Train without Telly Savalas? I mean, what are you doing?
No, that was Horror Train.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was close.
Or was
Different
Horror
train,
Train? Yeah, it was
Chester.
scared. Yeah, Horror Train.
Horror Train. But what you can't do that without Telly Savalas.
Yeah, Horror
You know,
Train had Telly Savalas, Peter Cushing,
mhm.
and Christopher Lee all in it.
Yeah, dude.
I
Absolutely killing
mean,
it.
how do you get better than that?
And a vampire gorilla, I think it was, wasn't it?
True. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get many of thems. But this is a very, very middle of the line slasher. I mean,
Yeah.
some people like it.
Why we need more representation.
Yeah. Now that's true. The kills in this are actually pretty good, though. It does have some pretty solid kills, and of course, it has Leslie Nielsen, who love nothing but loves her. Creepers. Is that what this is another Giallo movie? This is, of course, Argento.
Yeah.
Dario, another famous Dario Argento, a legendary dick. I have seen this movie because it was one of the early movies of someone who I know. But it does have Donald Pleasance in it.
Well, there you go.
It didn't help it, honestly.
No, yeah, it's weird. It's about a psychic girl, and she can control the bugs. But it's a weird
What?
Italian
Your
movie.
cousin, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Cousin?
I might mention that you guys jump on my ass. But of course the family all watched these movies because it was her early stuff, and we're like, oh, well, we're supporting her, right?
Oh,
think
look
it
at
was
us,
that good
we're
of a movie.
supporting you.
But I remember because she started, I only saw her in summertime because she grew up in New York City, and I grew up in Rhode Island. Well, I moved, but mainly I'm a Rhode Island person. And I only saw her summertime. I'm not sure why, because her family ran like some kind of clothing business. I'm not sure what it was, but whatever. But she started doing commercials, I guess, is how it started. And the first thing I remember was her getting that role in Labyrinth. Now, I think she had done some stuff before that, but I remember that was one where the family was starting to talk.
Yeah, that was it, and that was a huge, huge film.
It was, yeah.
I love the labyrinth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So much.
yeah. But that was when the family started, really starting to pay attention and watching her stuff. And I'm sure some of the family still watch everything she does.
That's nice.
Yeah, well,
But then she has that.
it's,
Yeah, absolutely.
when you got someone in the family doing something, you support them, don't you?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Cheer them on.
Cheer them on. That's right. But
Wayne Gacy's mom still loves his son.
I bet she does. Yep. But this movie phenomenon, I guess in Italy they call it creepers, but it's or phenomenon, I guess.
It really wasn't that good.
It's not very good. Yeah, moving on. Friday the 13th, Part 7, Jason Lives. Why?
Yeah, well, keep the money rolling.
I guess this is the Tom. This is the Jason becomes demon movie, I believe.
Oh, that part 6 was the soft reboot of the series where they actually tried to make it a movie again, right?
Oh, right.
Where
No, I think six. I
because
think six. I think 6 is where he. I think Corey Feldman was the main
Corey
character.
Feldman
in
was
that
4.
4
Yeah,
that was the fourth
4 and
one,
5
yeah.
had
because he like gets
and
possessed from. And I
No,
think
no,
they
no.
kill.
You're one behind. 4 is when Corey Feldman's little. 5 is when the killer isn't Jason. And the whole time they're trying to make you think that Corey Feldman's adult version of himself is doing it, which obviously isn't. It's not a good movie. This one is the same character, Tommy, trying to make sure Jason's dead, and puts a stake in the beginning. Puts a stake in his chest to
yeah,
make sure he's
oh
dead, and
my
the
god,
lightning
so
brings it back to
funny.
life. Yeah, yeah.
But so basically, people consider number 4 to be the best cut, like of the later films,
It's
and
not
then
bad.
5 lost the plot, and then 6 is when they tried to soft reboot the series to make it an actual film again.
Yeah.
And then it loses the plot again immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
But this is Demon. From here on, you have Demon Jason.
Yeah.
So,
I like the one that was in space.
oh, that
Jason
remember
X is
seeing-
hilarious.
Dude. I
Yeah, I
love that.
Jason
really
X is
like that one.
hilarious.
It's like finally they made a good one.
They did.
Yeah, and it's so fun to watch because it's just so ridiculous.
Mhm. It is wonderful. The only complaint about it is, when you watch the movie, you're like, oh man, the set design is great. The SFX guys really did a good job in preparing all this, and it was really good. You just wish that the actors were better. If they put a little bit more effort in that movie, that would be a freaking forever classic, dude.
Well, because it's filmed like if you it's one of those films that if you want a great example of what was the 2000s like and what was the attitude of the like the aughts and the
Yeah.
2000s, that's what that movie is, right? Where everything's like totally righteous and we gotta have blood and close-ups on everything, right? It's just, and it looks like a sci-fi original movie. Like it's filmed, like the film quality is really kind of bizarre for the time, but it's still a fun movie because it's just so
it's
bad.
wonderful. I'm just saying that if they had just upped the actors a little, just a little, because everything else is wonderful. It's just that it's just you're like, oh, you're so close, dude. But it is cool. And it has
Sleeping
a
bag scene
kick-ass
became
sex
iconic,
lot.
though.
What do you say?
The sleeping bag scene became iconic. Like anytime anyone does that, it's compared to Jason X, or he's banging the campers against the tree.
Right, but that's from Night of the Demons.
You can do that in the game.
Yeah, no, it did become iconic, but people don't understand that that's from a movie called Night of the Demons. It's not-
I actually do know that, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
that was I think that's probably going to be the one on this list.
Because that was that Bigfoot movie, right?
Yeah, that was a bloody ass movie, dude. Anyway, Psycho 2. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really didn't like the Psycho movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, the original one is pure Alfred Hitchcock, and I get why people like it.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
the original. I think it's
But I
creative.
But I remember this made a big splash because they were bringing back Anthony Perkins and Psycho again. So, but I watched.
Honestly, though, like Psycho for me is one of those movies where I wish I could have seen it for the first time ever. Like, like people going, they have no idea what it is, and they get to see like the because now the ending has kind of been memed out, and it's a joke, the butt of every joke, and it's like, oh, the mother did it, haha, kind of, or like he's pretending to be his mother because the mother's been dead the whole time.
Spoiler alert.
And I get the same feeling when I watch Alien. Like Alien is a movie I wish I could have seen it for the first time without knowing that there was an Aliens or an Alien 3 or an Alien Resurrection, like all these other movies. Because like, can you imagine going to the movie? I mean, I'm sure you can imagine, but like somebody like me going to the movie theaters for the first time, not having any idea what this Alien film is.
Well,
and it just being terrifying.
I've only had a nightmare once in my life, Andrew. Once.
Mm-hmm.
and my parents are very strict Christians. And I couldn't see, I wasn't allowed to go see a lot of movies, right? They were very strict. However, there was a drive-in theater down the road, and my friends and I would climb the tree, sit on the wall with our little, remember those little red transistor radios, Jeff?
Mhm.
Remember the little ones with the
Yep.
plastic strap? And we'd sit up
Yep.
there, we'd turn into the channel, and we watch movies illegally. Yes. And I went and snuck out and saw Alien. Whoa, dude, I was 9.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
remember watching
Yeah.
it.
You were sleeping under the covers.
dude, that was that. But I saw it at the movie theater. I was 9 or 10. But it was first run, and yeah, it's the only time in my life I've ever had a nightmare was after watching that movie.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I just can imagine because like the magic's kind of ruined once you know that aliens exist, right? You
I
like you know what
suppose.
it is,
It's
and
the
you,
movie
But
is
I,
called
I
but like
agree. I
Alien.
agree.
but just
I,
like
I
knowing
uh,
that
yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
was a point in time when it was the only thing that existed in the Alien franchises, and people went to see it for the first time, having
Yeah.
no idea what to expect.
It was cool,
I
dude.
think I think I saw the Predator the good way because the at that time at when I saw it on TV I didn't know about the shape of the I didn't know
Right.
it was an alien, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's mysterious figure. It can it's the transparent. It can vanish, you know.
Yeah. No,
And
it's a
when the
cool
at
movie, dude.
yeah
Predator.
yeah
Yeah.
when at the end they reveal the shape, they reveal the alien, the predator. It's
You are
very
one ugly.
it's I think it's amazing.
It is amazing. And just
Yeah.
keep in mind for all of you keeping tally, in our modern time, Blade Runner, Alien, and Predator all exist in the same universe.
Mm.
Mm.
So
They have that
Explain
universe.
Is
it.
a new
have that.
Explain why.
I
Conchester, tell us.
because somebody bought it and they just announced that it's all in the same universe because they haven't made a Blade Runner movie to connect it, have they? Although they did,
I
because
did.
in the
No.
new Blade Runner,
But I
there's
thought
a
the
But
alien
no,
on the wall
that
somewhere.
there is both alien or both Ridley Scott did both Alien and Blade
Blade
Runner,
Runner.
and they are connected.
They are.
I
They are.
remember seeing
connected.
something. Predator is the one that
Well,
whatever.
they threw that in, but of course the replicants are what's connecting it, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah, Predator 2 connected Alien with a Predator.
They
So
did.
Yeah, and that was just
Another
kind of
one on the
that was just
wall.
kind of like
Yeah.
a funny joke too. Like they didn't actually like have the rights to do that or anything. They just like, haha, isn't that funny? We put, and then it was like, oh no way.
Well, in the
Yeah, everyone
new
thought it was
Blade Runner
cool.
movie, which is a really good movie, as
Yeah.
he's
yeah.
coming down a stairwell to meet that weird rich guy, on the wall there's like all kind of artifacts, and there is an alien head on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, they wink at you, but they haven't done anything to put it together. I wish they would. Hopefully, next Blade Runner
They
might
did
involve
that for
aliens,
Predator 2.
and they did. They did that as well. Yeah, same thing.
the
But
I thought
anyway,
they
replicant.
were
That's where it all
created
started,
by
yeah.
different. They were on by a different company now. I think Blade Runner is from Warner Bros. And Predator and the Alien is
has
now
it been
owned by
split now?
Disney. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I
there you
don't
go.
know.
That might be the end
Maybe.
of it then.
Mhm.
There's also a kind of a weird connection with the replicants and like Bishop from Alien. How they're all like
Yeah, they're
were
definitely
the one that built
connected. The
the milk blood.
Alien series is happening after, and they do mention that in the movie. It's happening after all the Earth Wars, which happened after the Blade Runner stuff. So I don't know if they give us a date. They give us years past in Alien, but the Alien movies must be in the 21st or 22nd century, right?
Yeah, it's at least a couple of 100 years
Yeah.
in the future, yeah.
But that subtlety of not giving you specific stuff, genius. Stepfather.
Meh.
This
Elio Quinn,
it's a
iconic role.
it's a made for TV movie.
Yeah,
So
it wasn't that good.
Father, I'm
next.
stuck.
Here is number 5, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Go to hell. Okay. But now we're getting to something good. Phantasm.
Yep,
Yeah.
one of those movies that makes absolutely no sense, but it is absolutely awesome.
It is awesome. Angus
Yeah.
Scrimm is the man.
Yep.
Yes.
If you,
And
if you just
Don,
watch it with 80s music videos, it's awesome.
is it?
Yeah,
Phantasm
just
is
put it
good,
on
dude.
mute. You just watch it on mute and put on like Megadeth or something from the 80s, and it's awesome.
No, I'll have to try that because I love this series. And Coscarelli has been very, very, very stubborn about letting anyone touch his shit. So,
I don't blame them
I
because
don't
they'll
blame 'em.
screw it up.
They will. But Phantasm series in general is awesome. Now, this right here, I'm going to make a controversial statement. I much prefer Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 than the first one.
I don't think that's a controversial statement, to be honest. I
I
think a
didn't.
lot of
I
people
did
have that
not
opinion.
like it.
The first one was pretty
I
dull.
did not like it. I thought it was. They tried to go for the dark comedy.
It is a dark
And-
comedy. It is a dark
And
comedy.
and after you've seen the first one, which is not funny at all,
No, it's not.
the second one is like, what the hell is this?
Now, I love the dark comedy of it, though. That's probably I love dark comedies. Like my favorite dark comedy of all time is Dr. Phibes, the abominable Dr. Phibes. Right? I like dark comedies. But I get if you like the serious slasher, then I guess this isn't it. Was it the third or the fourth one that gave us the McConaughey sense?
I don't know. I stopped watching after 2.
He was great in it, though. But yeah, no, I love this movie. My Bloody
Chainsaw
Valentine.
Massacre movies.
Yeah, but
They get older as they're the same age. What?
Yeah, I know, but they're getting bad, dude. You see, they actually made Leatherface woke in the new movie.
Oh, for Christ's
Did
sake!
you see that shit?
What?
Is that the beginning or something?
No, the
Called The
whole
Beginning?
movie is woke, dude. But
Oh.
it's just like they try to reboot it for modern era.
I mean, that's what it's called, The Beginning or something.
Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. Go to hell. Go away. My Bloody Valentine, way better than Prom Night.
Yeah,
Way better.
I remember seeing that they did a remake on this too, and the remake actually wasn't bad either.
Did they? I haven't seen the remake. I'll
Yeah,
have to check that out.
there's a remake of this, and it's actually pretty good, and it holds pretty true to the original.
And this is once again, it's an '80s movie, but it's very '70s though. It's a
Oh, yeah.
very
Isn't it
70s
really?
flick. Yeah. Well, they're pacing '70s movies pacings are very different, right? But it's a good movie though. My Bloody Valentine, way better than Prom Night. Monkey Shines, a handicapped dude has to deal with horror.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
Yeah, that was
remember
a good
this
one.
being pretty good.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. If you ever wanted to see a quadriplegic man have sex, go watch this movie.
Excuse
Of
me.
course, it's George A. Romero. It's one of the few that he did that was actually good.
Yeah, no, I like
Would
this
you call
Romero
that
movie.
a 4x4?
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how everything else doesn't work, but that works. She found it though. She figured it out. She did all the work. But this is a Romero movie. Of course, he's a zombie guy. For those of you who don't know,
Oh yeah, he loves zombies.
he does
Yeah,
love
very
him
much.
some zombies. But it is a weird little flick. It's worth a watch, Jeff.
I agree.
Mm. Let's see here. Twilight Zone the movie.
This was a great movie.
It was. It was a really good movie. Had a lot of star-studded cast. Twilight Zone.
You want to
was
see
amazing.
something
Tragedy.
scary?
Yeah, that's true. That was a good scene. But I grew up with Twilight Zone, of course. In syndication. And when I saw this, initially I was probably disappointed, but as an adult, I appreciate it more. I think.
This is the one where Vic Morrow lost his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those kids too, right?
Oh
Kids.
shoot, that's right.
Yep, you got
With the
helicopter.
helicopter.
Helicopter
Destroyed John
scene.
Landis's career, right?
I think, well, maybe not. I'm not sure how many he did after this.
Well, I mean, it hung with him hardcore, dude.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And it's
I almost
interesting
forgot
that
about
it
that.
didn't, Joe Dante, Steven Spielberg, George Miller didn't seem to catch anywhere near as much flack as Landis did. But whatever. It is a good movie, though. Go check it out. The Burning. Ooh,
Nah,
I think I found a movie I don't know.
I've seen it. I wasn't. It
Oh, it
didn't.
was before condoms.
Yeah.
Dun,
Oh no, I did see this. When I saw it, it wasn't called The Burning though. What was the other name? This is the one where the stupid bullies go way too far and burn this guy, and he
Yeah.
survives and he comes back for revenge. Yeah.
Isn't that a scarecrow?
Avenger.
No.
No,
This,
Crispy or I can't remember, but it wasn't. I don't remember it being called The Burning. I have seen this movie. It's okay. It's
yeah,
okay. It's got a
Yeah, I know
couple
what
of
I'm
good
talking about
kills in
though.
it. It's got a
I
couple of
thought it
good
was
kills in it.
forgettable.
It is, but there are a couple of interesting kills in it. The one on the boat's pretty good. Yeah, I have seen this movie. What was the other name for it? Leatherface. Oh God, Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw
This was
Massacre
awful.
3. Is this the one with the McConaissance in it? No, I guess not. But
Well,
yeah.
all right.
All right.
But yeah, but okay, keep going.
Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow. Now the thing is, if you watch this movie, you have no clue Wes Craven had anything to do with this because
Yeah,
it doesn't.
This was a good movie. I remember watching
That was
this.
one of my favorite ones as a kid.
Yeah, but it's not what we traditionally call a horror movie
No.
because it's actually a horror movie.
Yeah,
It's actually meant to be
what?
scary.
It reminded me like of those weird tales from like EC Comics or something.
Yeah.
and but if I remember correctly, it's based on a true story too.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Of course, it's got Bill Pullman, which is okay
About
any day.
voodoo, friend.
Yeah, dude. This is a weird little movie, and he just gave it away. Spoilers. His voodoo movie, but Child's Play. Oh yeah, baby.
I never liked the Child's Play
the title
series.
gives it away.
It does, but Brad Dourif owns this role and absolutely kills it, dude. I mean,
Dorif.
You know what though? His daughter does a good job as well.
does she? What does she do?
She's got crowned like the next Chucky in one of the last movies.
So Chucky's female now?
No, Chucky's still Brad Dourif if you've seen the series. He's still the same guy.
Yeah,
still the
no, it's still
same
Brad
Chucky.
Dourif.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't
I'm
watch
just saying that
woke
she does
shit.
a good job as well.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Oh no,
people
it's not.
seem
They
to
don't.
like
They
it.
don't gender swap or anything.
No, people seem to like it, so they must have made actually something good, even though they woke it up. But which is cool. But no, I
haven't seen the
love
show
Brad
at all.
Dourif, dude. Yeah, he's so good in this role. What was that other movie he was in, Jeff? Where we actually see him, the whole movie.
My God, there's so many of them.
Powers.
No, there's one I saw
Worm
where
Tongue.
it's old and he's so good. Is
Oh.
it Night Shift?
Exorcist 3.
Yeah, that's the one. It's a
Exorcist
Stephen
3.
King movie where they're cleaning
my
up
bad.
the.
Yeah.
They're cleaning up. I think he's the exterminator in that.
Mhm. It's freaking worth it just to see him do that role, dude. It's so cool.
It is. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a good movie though. Night Shift is a movie that'll stick with you. I hope it's on the list. Pumpkinhead. How is that this low? How is Pumpkinhead only 50?
I know.
Are you kidding me?
As I'm constantly watching the chat, and Gregory here in the chat has been talking about Pumpkinhead a lot, because the first Pumpkinhead movie, pretty brilliant.
Oh, it's absolutely killer, dude. Pumpkinhead's a great movie. Gregory's right again. Yeah, Pumpkinhead should be way higher. This is one of Lance Hendrickson's better movies, dude.
Yep.
And it's frickin' Stan Winston himself directing a movie. Keep that in mind.
And it has a very unique premise, and it deals with a lot like that old Ozark, which is very they don't do it a lot. That old Ozark sort of creepy, sort of backwoods stuff. It's a great movie.
And the main character, the father, he's played by the guy who plays Bishop in Alien, right? Or in
Yep.
Aliens.
Yes.
Lance. I can't remember what his deal was with the movie, but like he loved the role so much that I don't think he came back for the other movies because he like felt dishonored by it because the other movies were made by other people and
Yeah.
he was really dedicated to that part because he just loved the role so much.
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
And this
First
was a
Pumpkinhead
B
is great.
movie back in
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, First Pumpkinhead is great.
I don't care about it though. That's really cool.
Yeah, you always get good performances when actors actually care about what they're doing. It's not just another paycheck.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton did the same for Batman.
Sorry about that. My dog was struggling.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
How'd you help him?
he actually did direct this, Gregory. Yeah, that's the thing about Stan Winston. Stan Winston is one of the best effects guys in the business. You know, it's
Yep.
amazing the stuff he's done, and he actually
He
directed
does.
this movie. The Pumpkinhead costume in this is freaking epic, dude.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Well-
just such a good movie.
And that's what makes the other Pumpkinhead movies so embarrassing, right? Is because didn't they like at the end of the first Pumpkinhead they burned the actual costume and not a prop of it. So
Maybe.
so the like on film the actual costume of Pumpkinhead is burning, so it didn't exist. So when they had Pumpkinhead for all the other films, it was just lame because it wasn't made by the same effects company.
Yeah.
So it was all stiff and boring and gross and it just wasn't the same.
What a shame, huh? They didn't
That
have
makes you think.
forethought.
Did they do that on purpose?
Maybe,
Mm.
maybe.
Possible.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know Stan Winston, he's done his studio. I don't know if he's still alive, but
No, he's not. He died quite a while
his
ago.
but his studio does tons of things. Matter of fact, a lot of your Marvel movies have Stan Winston, particularly Iron Man and stuff like that. The Iron Man suit is Stan Winston's studio. So,
Awesome. I
yeah,
like
no,
that.
they are killer, dude.
Legend.
Now this movie right here, Manhunter, is basically Silence of the Lambs. It's just
Well, no, that's the first appearance of, at least first appearance that I know of
The Red Dragon.
of what's
Hannibal
his
Lecter.
name, Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
But this isn't a horror movie.
no, it isn't.
This is
It's a crime
I mean, it's a great movie.
Crime movie,
I
right?
love this
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this movie, but it's not a horror movie.
Yeah, I was so about it. I'd much rather go watch the Hannibal series or the movie.
It was better than the Red Dragon. I remember that.
I disagree. I like Red Dragon better than this.
Silence of the Lambs is such a good movie too. Oh.
It's such a killer movie. I don't think it'll be on this list. House Epic should be in the top 20.
Awesome.
I don't know what the hell you're doing here at 57.
Well, if frickin' Manhunter's on this list, and Silence of the Lambs has to be on there
You would think so.
because that's more frickin' horror than this is.
Yeah,
Even Hannibal.
Gregory says Stan's been dead for about 10 years. Dude's freaking epic though, man. Stan Winston. But House, if you haven't seen House,
Awesome.
go watch it, dude. It's an awesome movie. Now, this is on a giallo here from Bava, Lamberto Bava. A very strange and perverse man. But Demons is legend.
This
Demons
is one of
is
those
freaking
movies
awesome,
where
dude.
you literally have to turn off your brain.
Yeah, but it's so great though.
Oh my, yeah, it is. It is freaking creepy. I mean, really freaking
He
creepy.
did a good job.
And the follow up was the same way.
Yeah, no, there's two of them, and it's more of like it's kind of a zombie plague movie, but with demons. Yeah,
Interesting.
It's an Italian flick. Go check it out.
Yeah,
The
it's
Woman in
definitely worth
Black.
watching.
Now, this is the original TV movie, not the Harry Potter remake. Yeah, I don't know about this.
Never saw this.
Yeah, I never saw it. I know the story though. Lost Boys, only 54. That's interesting. Is this a
Another epic
horror
movie.
movie though? Is it a horror
Well,
movie?
it's
No.
vampires.
Yeah.
I'd consider
Yeah.
Lost Boys a
I liked
horror
the
film.
First Lost
What-
Boys, it was good.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I enjoy Lost Boys. It's basically a Peter Pan movie, right? But with vampires. Yeah, interesting flip there.
Yeah.
And it's epically homoerotic.
One of the
though.
Corys.
If you're a gay boy,
Corys.
this is all about you.
Sexy
Gregory
sex, man.
says demons.
So it's just
Goes
kind of
for
like
Does he?
Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm Street too.
Yeah, no, it's
But,
super homoerotic. Yeah,
Chester,
that's true. Yeah.
to be fair, who does not dream about a shirtless guy in a saxophone?
Yeah.
Hey now, don't you mess with my tribe.
That's what I'm
Gregory
saying.
said Demon sucks. Well, it's not a great movie. I agree with you, but it's worth a watch, though, Gregory. It's certainly worth a watch. But no, Lost Boys is a great movie. I love Lost Boys. It's got both of the Coreys in it, and of course now we know what kind of nonsense was going on with them. One of the Coreys escaped it all and just is dead now. So good for
Mm,
Yep.
him.
crazy.
The other one wears dresses, makeups, and complains about being raped as a little boy. A lot.
Yep, that's pretty messed up.
It is, but Hollywood is Hollywood, isn't it?
Yep. Thank you, Hollywood.
Thank you, Hollywood. But this is a great movie, though, and of course it's Joel Schumacher as well. But
Keith
yeah,
Sutherland.
yeah, Keith Sutherland as well. You know, his dad is still alive.
That doesn't surprise me.
How, dude?
That
Well, Michael
surprises me.
Caine's still alive.
Yeah, no, Michael Caine, the universe has stated she'll live forever, so that's a special case. Um, uh, Fright Night, the original. This should
Awesome.
be way
I
higher.
watched that last
Freaking
night.
movie.
What the hell are you
Yeah.
doing, dude? One of Roddy McDowell's best performances. Thank you very much. I have no idea why this is so low. Who is
I better
voting
be
for
seeing
this
stars
shit?
in the first top 10.
I'm
Maybe it's
afraid
the
to
other-
look at it, dude.
Maybe it's that Frank guy who does the game.
Oh, that idiot. Yeah, maybe it is. Fright Night, if you haven't seen this or the remake, they're both really good. Christine, a freaking John Carpenter classic. Once again, how is this 52? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is actually considered one of John Carpenter's
Yeah,
better films.
It's
this is like one of his
wonderfully
biggies.
made. Yeah, it's a great movie, dude. The soundtrack is killer, Adrian. You're right. Fright Night is top 10. I agree, Gregory. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's an amazing movie. Q, the Winged Serpent. I think its position is probably a little high, but
A little?
a little, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine, though.
That's about all it is. It wasn't
Yeah.
that good of a movie.
No, but it's just I don't know. When I was a little kid and I saw it, it was the bomb, though. As a little kid, me, I loved it. It
Yeah,
has
it
a
bombed.
dragon, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that this was horror by looking at the cover. It looks like one of the sword and sorcery films.
It's not much of a horror movie. You know
It
what it is?
really isn't.
It's more like a Kolchak movie, a TV show made into a movie, is what I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Kolchak, Night Stalker, just a movie version. But The Fly too, yeah, I don't know. We don't have to say much about these movies. They're awesome. Best Jeff Goldblum ever, although he's
Yep.
not in this one. The Hidden.
Was The Fly
That
2
was
any good?
enjoyable. Creepy.
The Hidden
I
was a
love The Fly, too.
fantastic movie.
It is weird. This is the alien one I was thinking about. I was
Yeah,
wrong.
this is
the alien.
This is
one I
a
was thinking about.
great movie.
Yeah,
it's-
spoilers.
It gotta go watch this one. It's
Yeah,
one of
it is
those
a
ones you have to watch.
weird, interesting movie. Definitely go check it out. Yeah, I did flip those, Jeff. You're right. But the Fly 2 is great. It's not bad at all. It's nowhere near The Fly. But you don't have Jeff
Sure,
Goldblum just freaking
Yeah.
dripping all over the scring.
No, the Fly is a great film.
It is.
It would be hard to top The Fly.
It would be. Wolfen.
It was a good movie. Albert Finney does a good job, but there's not much there.
No, this
honestly.
is a 70s movie that somehow got delayed 10 years before it came out, is what it is. And it's more about the poor Natives Americans. Okay. Videodrome. Cronenberg.
I
See,
like it.
Videodrome is one of the Cronenberg films that I like, though.
It's got James Woods being
Yeah,
absolutely
I like
epic,
James
it's
dude.
freaking out there.
It is,
Yeah.
but James is so cool in this movie, dude.
I know.
When because the funny thing about the movie is after I watched it, I was like, well, all right, I watched it, but it was still. Then after I watched the rest of the catalog, like Videodrome was at the top because one, I like James Woods. Two, all the creepy Cronenberg-esque gore in it is really fun.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting movie. This is another movie that is a 70s flick, though. Without question, this is a 70s movie. Now, the next one, however, is early 80s, but it freaking epic. How in the hell is Firestarter only 46?
Oh,
Wow.
Firestarter is great.
Yeah.
Wow, that is such a well
The
crafted
They tried
movie,
to
dude.
remake it recently.
Yeah, it
unofficial
wasn't good.
X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the second one, where it was made much later, late '90s or something, and it was her grown up. It's a goofy kind of CW-ish thing, but I kind of liked it. The remake is awful, but
Yeah, it is.
but the second one where the little girl's grown up, and she's like a tough badass street kid type of a character. She's just kind of sexy, I guess. The girl who plays her, but I don't know. I kind of like the second one. Beetlejuice is not a horror at all.
It's pretty
Horror
creepy.
comedy.
So
Comedy
It's-
horror.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
Beetlejuice
they
is a good-
sing and dance calypso in the movie.
Hey,
That's pretty creepy.
I suppose that's true.
I mean, I think this probably borders horror, but I mean, it's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
like
very
it.
much on the line.
It's one of the better Tim Burton movies.
That's for sure.
Howling,
Yeah.
freaking
Well known that
epic, dude.
Yep,
Oh,
epic.
yeah.
Yep.
They dropped the ball after the first one, though. Boy, did they drop
Yeah,
the ball.
well, yeah, it was the second. The ones after that just sucked.
Yeah. Now this is another movie. It's
Many grabs.
it's clearly a '70s movie. It has many aspects of it that could be a TV movie. To be fair, but the frickin' special effects in this are killer, dude. And it's got the guy who did American Werewolf in London. Did the initial setup. What's his name? His famous, super famous special effects guy. What's his name? Oh, damn it.
Rob
Jeez.
Botton?
It's no, he also
Harryhausen?
did one of the
Sabatini.
Mm.
Sabatini. Yeah, that's him.
We've seen many Sabatini stuff already, but it's not what I'm talking about. We've already seen a bunch of Sabatini stuff. But it'll come to me. Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. Okay, that's fine.
First two were great.
Yeah.
The thing was 4, which was the Bloodlines. I really liked that one.
Yeah, no, I
And
like the
pretty much
Hellraiser
what I would
series,
say.
except for the new one. Now Hellraiser has the Hell Priest has to be a female for some reason.
Now,
but have you
now-
read the book? It's actually more accurate.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Now, to be fair, the new Hellraiser that just came out is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's accurate to the book.
I rather enjoyed it as like a creepy, because it's pretty frightening, believe it or not. So.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and that's cool. I don't know because I haven't read the book. But the point for me is Doug Bradley is Pinhead.
No, yeah, you're right. I get that. I prefer him, but in the book,
He was in the
it's
film,
more
though, right?
like
He
an
made a cameo.
angel. She it's more of like a girl. It sounds more like a female
I see.
angel.
Well,
that's the idea of the character originally.
Androgynous.
They
Oh, it's
changed it in the
androgynous,
book.
okay. Well,
the movie changed it completely.
I
that's all.
thought in the movie that they would take the girl from the first movie who kind of shows up every now and then in the series, and she would become a new Hell Priest. That's what I thought they would do. That would make a lot of sense to my brain, but it's not what they did, unfortunately. Altered States, not a horror movie at all. Not at all.
Yeah,
No.
it wasn't that good. It was basically a bunch of Hollywood concept of
Taking
horror.
acid is what it is. A bunch
Yeah,
of
that
Hollywood
was
people
it.
on acid is what this movie is. It's trippy. Once again, this is 100% a 70s movie, not 80s. William Hurt does a good job, though. Deadly Blessings. Don't know it.
No, never heard of it.
I've seen it.
High rated.
It wasn't that good.
I don't
It
know
really
this
wasn't
movie.
that good.
She's a pretty girl, though. Okay.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, Sharon. Is it Sharon Stone? Is that who that is? Okay.
Yeah.
The Changeling, another 70s movie. They did a remake with Angelina Jolie of a sorts. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't. It's okay though. It's got George C. Scott in it, and it's worth the watch just for that. I actually watched this with my wife recently. It's not a bad movie. It's well paced.
Yeah,
It's kind
but
of
it-
more
the-
in line like the Exorcist type of pacing.
Yeah, but in the end, I don't think it really brought a lot of horror to it.
No, it didn't.
There was a lot of suspense and mystery, but there wasn't much
The
horror
story
there.
was great. It had a good plot. It had a great, interesting story. But no, you're right. It just kind of dropped the ball. Evil Dead, yes, please. More.
Yes.
Thank you.
He's from
Evil Dead,
there.
Sam
He's a-
Raimi, Bruce Campbell, they're all from Michigan.
Yeah, no, Bruce Campbell is. I don't. I felt like they would have been from Florida. Huh, yeah, we're not
Nope.
looking at the art. Every 30 minutes, I go back and look at the art, but that's okay. Let me go here and check at the art again. Let me go back and take a look.
Oh, really? That's right. We're trying to live stream art, aren't we?
We are, but
Oh,
give
yeah,
me a
that's right.
break. Give me a break. But I am showing the art. I do like what
Why my friends don't want to
It'll be
watch.
a great reveal.
it will be. Now I have to say, Amaran, that the mass of scribblage you had going on in the beginning, I had no imagination that it was going to become this. So good on you. Good on you. Andrew's
We
just
do.
Well, it is cool. It's not what I expected it to be. Yeah.
What did you expect it to be?
I thought he was doing the thing.
I am doing the thing.
Not you. I'm talking about Amaron.
Oh, you said Andrew.
Oh no, Amron. Yeah, no,
He did say
because I
Andrew,
was
yeah,
going and
you're
then
right.
Kima said something and I went back and didn't clarify who I was talking about. I apologize. But no, Amron is. I love it, dude. It's really cool. Let's see here. Andrew, on the other hand, is doing the thing and a very iconic scene, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get to that on the list. Looks really
probably.
good.
Better be
Yeah.
It better be number one, or it's wrong.
It should be number one. Amy and oh, here we go. Now she's showing. Okay, good. Amy is doing Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'm surprised about.
It's set in the 80s.
It is set in the 80s. Yes. Okay, but we know you're a rebel. You break the rules all the time. But that is interesting. Five Nights at Freddy's. Aren't they supposed to be coming out? I saw a trailer for the movie and it looked wrong. It didn't look good at all. I was like, yeah, that doesn't feel right. Because I remember watching my son play that game.
Coming out tomorrow. I know a
Because
lot of kids at church want to see it.
well, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was doing the Coffee Akihabara show. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw any of those. And I got to interview a lot of, industry people, and it was really cool. I loved doing that show. It's too bad it fell apart. But I was talking to Benny, the White Widow guy, and he had a couple of people on, and one of the people he had on that's getting into publishing is Markiplier's brother. And it just so happens Markiplier was sitting right there next to his brother as they were doing it, and he popped his head in, and we chatted with him for a little bit. Now I
Oh,
know
wow.
who he is because my kids love my son particularly loves Markiplier, right? So I know who he is. But anyway, it was neat having a conversation. My son lost it. You spoke to Markiplier. I mean, oh my God, dude, he was. It's like he couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, well, he was just there. But anyway, I was mainly talking to his brother. But my son
Yeah, Tom Fulp.
loves. Well, he loves the
Tom Fulp.
Markiplier, right? And therefore, he plays games that Markiplier plays, and Five Nights at Freddy's was one of those. So I've seen
Tom Fulp.
Five Nights
Sorry,
at
not
Freddy's,
Tom Fulp.
and that
Tom
frickin'
Fishbaugh.
trailer is not right.
Do you think it looks like it's not scary enough? Or
It
too
doesn't look
scary,
like
or
it's
it-
on story at all.
Ah.
It's just doesn't look right. Whereas,
Well, I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
the character playing the security guard is too old, or is too young to be the character that it's supposed to be. So
It just felt wrong. Did you see the trailer?
no, I just know that oh shoot, what's his name that is playing him?
It's too young. Yeah, no, but I mean, if you just go watch the trailer, if you know Five Nights at Freddy's, like I said, I've never played it. I've seen it played, but it's just not right.
Well,
Whereas,
it's baby's first horror. It's one of those baby's first horror things. So
maybe.
or horror for kids, I should
Yeah.
say, horror for kids.
Whereas Nick Cage did a movie
Yeah,
that's
his movie one. Yeah, that's great.
Five Nights at Freddy's esque. He doesn't say a word the whole movie, and it's freaking epic.
What? That movie was
Oh, you like
garbage.
It was, it was
Movie was
beautiful
great.
garbage.
I didn't think it was even that fun. It wasn't like fun garbage to watch.
No.
It was just boring.
No, it wasn't. The other movie that came out with the banana splits was better. You know,
Yikes.
dun, 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 you know that one. Let's see here, Mr. Motion. I'm looking at the art, Mr. Motion. How you doing?
I'm good. Hold on a second.
He's
Just
flipping it over.
remove.
Ooh, I see a dark spot. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Oh, jeez, Jason. Oh, look at that, guys.
It's very good.
No.
That might be the
Very,
best
very,
I've
very
seen you do, dude. Look at that. That is killer, dude. Now, uh-oh.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Look at the glisten on that. Oh, you absolutely nailed it, man. That is great. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good, too, because it has the bulk that aliens should have. You guys notice in the movies after the first one, they started making the aliens kind of smaller and sleeker? Yeah.
Really?
This
Yeah,
one has the
the
proper
first
bulk.
one is bigger.
Yeah, the proper bulk. Yeah, that's great, Jason. That's killer.
Yeah.
All right.
I believe this is actually from the second movie that I'm actually drawing for. So yeah.
But it just has
Which
weight to it, as it should. They're supposed to be ominous, destructive
Yeah.
things, right?
It does look like one of the warrior aliens.
Yeah, it's very nice.
yeah. Thank you.
Well, you absolutely killed that, dude.
Thank
Oh, that was a quick one. You get plus 10 points for that. That was good. That was good. The Warriors not going to be on our list today, but a good movie. Of course, Rabbit is killing it as usual. I like this kind of style he's going for today as well. Freddy Krueger holding the skull. No, I felt bad for when they tried to reboot that, and it had what's that guy's name they got us to play Freddy?
Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah, he's a good actor actually. He is a good.
Yeah.
actor.
Oh yeah. It was actually a shame.
Yeah.
How that one turned out, because the story was just awful.
It just wasn't
basically.
good movie, yeah. And Robert Englund, it's kind of like the same thing we were talking about with Bradley and Pinhead. It's just I don't want another Pinhead. I want Bradley. It's just the way my brain is, and Robert Englund is Freddy, dude.
There is no other Freddy. I mean, the fan movie that came out, Dylan's New Nightmare, he did a pretty good job. It was a fan movie if you've watched that.
Well, I mean, if you want to continue these things, you got to find someone to replace, I suppose. But and maybe
I don't think they need to continue. That's the trouble. I mean, he's not going to do another one, so you may as well just leave it alone. And make a new franchise.
Do
we haven't had
something
a
new.
new horror franchise good since the 80s, really.
That's what the problem that Hollywood has these days, anyways. So yeah.
It is a problem. You know what I wish they would do? Because occasionally we do get the ultra classics get re-released into the theater. Like, for instance, I imagine we'll see the original Snow White pop up here in the theaters sooner or later, right? Recently, because they have a new one coming. They do that with the ultra classics. But what I would like to see them do is go back to some of these, especially horror, sci-fi, that have just horrible CG in them, or horrible, it's just horrible, and go back in and just touch them up and make the CG better. Don't change anything. Just make it look better and re-release it. I wish they'd do that. I don't know why they don't do that. I mean, George Lucas has done it many times.
So
Are you listening, Lawnmower Man?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, that's a fun movie, dude. If you upgraded the CG, dude, that would be a fun movie.
Interesting. That's an interesting thought. Just like remaking the CG parts of the Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
I bet you we could make a YouTube fan project out of that. Just get a bunch of YouTube animators to.
Well, you know what I mean, though, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they don't do this. I mean, it's easy money, dude.
Yeah, they did it with Star Trek original series, so.
Yeah, no, yeah, I saw that. George Lucas did it with Star Wars. Some of his changes are too far, but why not, dude? This is an easy way to make money. Just to, don't change anything. Just go clean it up, make it look prettier, dude.
Who did a good George? Was it Elrond? Yeah, it was Elrond, yeah.
Yeah, Elrod did a good George Lucas. Yeah, the mumbles. Yeah, Alan wins again. This is. I hope you prepared proper music and stuff for this, Alan, because this could be on the Mexican Spider-Man level today. It could be. It could be. That is so good, dude. Find. That is so good. Yeah, you gotta have the pimp music popping though, dude. You gotta find the proper pimp music. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I was looking for something that don't get you knocked off like a Sunday.
Oh right, yeah. Well, just do some other band doing it or whatever. They knocked me off the other day because I was watching some bad wrestling.
Yeah. I didn't even know you guys came back on.
We did,
Like,
yeah,
YouTube
because
didn't.
it's a new thing. They've put new features in. Basically, they will block you as long as you're streaming it. You stop streaming, they let you back on immediately. It's all automatic. So, but I mean, it's dumb though. That's a old video I was watching years ago. Why do they care? Whatever. But that is killer, Alan. And Johan, of course, is doing a Gundam Evil Dead, which is a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, the only negative thing I would say, because it looks great, Johan. The only negative thing I would say is because you put the scarf on there, we can't see the chin. You could have Bruce Campbelled the chin.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
forgot about the chin.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It looks great though. Looks really good. All right, very nice.
Okay.
We got some really good stuff. I can't see Honey. She was trying to display, but it wouldn't work. But I'll come back to it in a moment. I just got to try to blast through this list a little bit, try to get to the top. Anyway, Evil Dead, awesome. The Fog, ooh,
Awesome movie.
I like it a lot, but I imagine a lot of people wouldn't like this movie though.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
I really love this movie. Old time scary movie. Love the effects there at the very end.
Oh yeah, very 70s. Solid movie from John Carpenter here, and it has Adriana Barbeau, which I remember. She had another movie. She's in Swamp Thing.
She was, I think she was John Carpenter's wife at that point.
She might have been. Yeah, that's true. Of course, you got Jamie Lee Curtis, which is completely forgettable.
Oh,
She's like
she's
in the Creep Show movies, one of the Creep shows.
No, this is a Carpenter movie. It's about old curses, religion, and pirates. But it is a fun movie though. But I think the pace it's a 70s pacing movie. I think a lot of younger people wouldn't get it. Cat's Eye is an anthology. Is this the?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was
pretty good. Is this a Stephen King one though? Is this a?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. The little
Another,
dude there is really
Drew
cool.
Barrymore joint.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. James Wood as well. But it's a fun little anthology if you like those. Let's see here. Halloween 2. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
I've only
is,
seen the
though,
first.
I'm going to make another controversial statement, Andrew. My favorite Halloween run is Rob Zombie.
You've mentioned it on the show before,
Yeah.
so
I
we
much
are
prefer-
comfortable with that.
That's good.
With that opinion,
I like that's my favorite Halloween, even over the first one.
I didn't think it was good. The problem with Halloween 2 is that some of the best parts of it they cut out from the movie, and you can only see it in an extended edition or on some when they show it on TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I like
They-
these movies. It got a little long in the 2, 3, and 4, and they brought in the cult and stuff like that. Although 3, I love. I think 3 is.
3 is great.
It's
I
not
love 3.
Halloween from what you think. It's not Michael Myers, but it's great. But
Well,
I just like Rob
It's not Michael Myers, but it's actually about Halloween.
Yeah,
It
well, because
is,
they were
yeah.
supposed. It was supposed to be a different movie
Every time.
thing, and then Michael Myers just got so popular that they're
Yeah.
like, well, we'll just keep doing Michael Myers.
They could
So-
have split it off and done something different with that. Because I would have loved to seen a Halloween every year, getting a new Halloween movie from different directors.
Yeah,
and
that'd been
stuff. That'd
awesome,
great.
right?
Yeah. Creep Show 2. This is another anthology. Of course, it has a TV series on HBO. And I think, isn't it HBO?
No,
that was
Shudder.
the Crypt Keeper. That was
No,
Crypt
yeah.
Keeper.
It's Shudder.
Yeah. Is that was that called Creep Show though?
There's a new
Yeah,
Show, yeah.
Creep Show's on Shudder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a new one.
Oh, they did. Okay. But these are fun anthologies for sure. Razorback. Oh, I love this movie. I don't know if it's a horror movie, but I love this movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a horror movie.
An Australian movie, Amaran.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yes.
It's a good one too, dude. The special effects in this movie are all practical, and they're killer, dude. Really good job. Dead and Buried. I don't know this one.
I've seen it. It's not a bad movie. It's it's not particularly scary, but it is a good movie. It's one of those movies you can watch once and then you don't need to watch it again.
Is this a European flick?
No, it's U.S.
Hmm.
It's
I don't know this one.
it's James
Oh, why-
Ferrantino plays a sheriff.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know this one.
It is very good premise, but it's like I said, you can watch it once and you're done.
No, I see. Of course, Gremlins. Once again, not much of a horror, but a wicked awesome.
Hey, that's
fun
a Christmas
dude.
movie.
It is Christmas.
Mammoth,
You're right.
mammoth movie when it came out.
Oh, it was so good, and it's got Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates always gets the
Mhm.
win. We just give it to Phoebe. Yeah, we're
Ding,
we're eternally
ding.
And
grateful,
then
Phoebe.
And then Gremlins 2.
I liked Gremlins too. A lot of people don't, but I thought it was actually more fun than the first one.
Oh,
But,
Yeah, a lot of people like
I
Gremlins
like
too.
it too,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, right. But it's a fun movie, dude. Silver Bullet, a solid Stephen King adaptation, actually.
Yeah, I like this movie. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it wasn't like a splatter movie, but I thought it was a good it's like The Fog. It's a good, solid, scary movie.
Yeah, it's a good family horror too. You take kids to watch this.
Speaking of good Stephen King adaptation movies, I actually just watched Boogeyman on Hulu.
Oh, really?
Pretty dang good movie, I'd have to say. The creature design,
New
phenomenal. Yeah, new one,
one?
like
I'll go
brand
check it
new.
out.
Creature design, phenomenal. Shots, like the spooky shots, are pretty effective.
Mhm.
It's pretty dang good. I recommend watching Boogeyman if you want to watch another good Stephen King. Yeah.
I'll go check it out. I like those kind of movies. The Believers. Ooh, I don't know how much I could say about this one.
I liked it. I did like it. I thought it was a good take. I'm not a Martin Sheen guy, but it was a good movie.
I'm not into the voodoo stuff so much.
Yeah, Voodoo was definitely 70s.
The snakes.
Yeah, but this movie is once again, it's an 87, but it feels like a 70s flick. Angel Heart. Wow.
Yeah.
How in the hell is this even in the horror category?
Well, it has to do with voodoo, and it has to do with the devil.
It is the voodoo, which I'm not a big fan of, but mainly it's Mickey Rourke having sex with Lisa Bonet, which is, nothing wrong with the Lisa Bonet part, to be fair, because she's a hottie, especially back at this time. But it's more of a soft core movie from my point of view, dude. I don't know how it's on this list, because it's mainly just Mickey Rourke and Lisa Bonet having sex, dude, or leading
It
up
was
to
one scene.
No, the whole movie they're dripping over each other, dude. The whole damn movie. It's all sultry and sleeky, and everything's sweaty, and transparent curtains. I mean, Jesus,
I can see it on Skinamax for sure.
you can, yeah. But this is very much a sensual horror, I guess, if you want to call it that. Hellraiser, frickin' should be higher. God, we already talked about it though. Poltergeist. What do you guys think of Poltergeist?
I love
I love
Poltergeist.
I love Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Man,
I watched it once. That was alright.
The
It's
demon.
unanimous.
Man, when the giant like puppet skeleton comes out of the bathroom, that is just awesome.
They
Yeah,
did ya,
that's-
huh? Yeah, that is a good
Uh,
scene.
That is kind
The
of
clown part.
Oh
The
yeah.
toy
Oh
clown is
yeah.
It is
iconic.
epic. Yeah, it is epic.
And to this day, I always if I'm kind of stumbling to the bathroom because I gotta pee in the middle of the night or something. I always think of the part where those dead people show up in the mirror.
All right. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, Poltergeist is great.
no, I liked it a lot, but I didn't find it scary at all.
I mean,
But
to
did
be
like
fair,
them.
I don't find any like horror movies that scary, but
Well, the scariest movie I've ever seen is The Haunting. The remake. It's really, really good. The sound effects in that are really, really good. It's not going to be on the list, I'm sure. Night on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. A lot of people like this one.
it is great. I love Dream Warriors.
It's
Yeah.
legendary in
It's
Australia
the best
because
one.
it was banned in Queensland for for a decade.
Why?
Really?
Because of the one scene where where he kills the one with the syringes.
Oh, the drugs.
Give
Oh
her
yeah,
the-
that's
yeah.
right. Yep.
Not the puppet one when
My
he takes
opinion,
all his
the best one.
tendons out.
No, it was specifically that one scene that got it banned, got it unrated.
That's too bad.
This is the one where Freddy becomes Freddy. This is where he's like,
There was a
the
government
prime
change and it was
it's
unbanned.
it's like the first bitch line. Where it's like, "Welcome to prime
Yeah.
time."
Yeah, he
bitch." Like,
starts
that was
becoming funny.
that's
yeah,
what
when
started
he's-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, freaking
So good.
Robert Englund killing it. Evil Dead 2, the best Evil Dead.
Yep.
Oh,
hands
yeah.
down.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
It was-
It
Don't
was
forget
way
Army of
better than the
Darkness.
first one.
It's a sequel.
And this is a
Army-
comedy.
yeah,
It's a
Army of
dark
Darkness was
comedy,
good.
but it's freaking killer. The remake is obviously not in America. It's clearly New Zealand or I think it's New Zealand is what I felt.
Yeah.
Or Australia, but I think it's New Zealand. And
You-
it's okay. They do
You'll-
woke it up a little bit.
You
but
will
it's
never
okay.
separate Sam Raimi from Evil Dead. You just can't.
You can.
No,
And of course they should have
No,
had in the middle of that movie when they're in the elevator, spoilers. And she's having trouble at that very moment. Bruce Campbell should have showed up, and that movie would have been epic. Anyway, Friday the 13th, of course, the original, which has nothing to do with Jason at all. All right.
Yep.
Henry. Ooh, this is a hard movie, dude. Ooh, is this a horror movie though? This is a harsh movie. Do not watch this movie if you are a sensitive person at all. This is brutal.
Yep.
Brutal movie.
That's like that kind of reminds. I haven't seen Henry, but you've intrigued me. But it reminds me of. Have you seen the movie Green Room?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Like Green Room was one of those movies where it's just like this is the true definition of terror, like where you actually like
Sure.
terrorize somebody, and it's just you're actually genuinely afraid of what's going to happen when they like turn a corner. Because
Right.
that movie was I freaking love that. I love that director. He makes great movies.
It is a good movie, The Green Room, but that is literally Captain Kangaroo compared to Henry.
Huh.
Seriously, it is.
Okay,
This
yeah.
movie is
Yeah,
brutal.
it's
dude.
brutal. It is brutal.
They say this ugly piece of cinema. It might be one of the ugliest pieces of cinema.
Interesting.
This is a European movie, The Vanishing. I know I've seen it, but nothing's coming to my head.
I think they remade
It's like
it.
your
in the
memory
US.
vanished.
Yeah, yeah. What were you saying, Jess?
Henry
I
Portrait of Serial Killers on Tubi for free.
Yeah, I think The Vanishing was remade in the U.S., but I can't remember who was in it.
Okay, yeah, I vaguely
it's
remember
the-
this movie.
Okay.
But those of you go in the Tubi look for Henry though. Caution, I ain't joking. Creep Show, of course, where he talked about it. It's great.
There is Michael Rooker in it.
I know Michael Rooker. It's the best performance of his life. Yeah,
Yeah.
easily. But this movie is harsh. Anyway, the Heathers. What?
This is not. God,
Get the hell
who
out
the hell
of here!
made this up?
I love me some Christian
Comedy
Slater,
crime.
sure, but this is nothing. I guess they are killing people, I suppose. But yeah, what the hell? Thank you. Yeah, Dead Zone. I like this Cronenberg movie. It seems like I like a lot of Cronenberg movies. Christopher Walken is freaking awesome, but this is a movie that a lot of people probably wouldn't like, though. It's super slow.
Yeah,
I think the Dead Zone's pretty cool. Like at least the concept of the Dead Zone is pretty cool, right?
Yeah, no,
I
it
didn't
is.
think it was
Yeah.
bad. I just
No, I
it's
liked
not
it.
something I run to go watch.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
The one
It's a
above
modern
it-
audience, right?
The
And they
one
made a
above
TV show
it,
off of it.
however,
We're going to get to that, yeah. Gregory, Heathers is not a horror. We all agree with you, dude. The Hitcher. Now, this is Rutger Hauer being freaking epic. Mm-hmm.
this is they made a remake of this. It does not stand up to the original. This was such a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
And Rutger Hauer, he
kills it, dude. It's just his presence. If you don't have his presence, this movie doesn't work.
exactly.
But it is such a cool concept too, because it's simply just being nice and picking up a hitchhiker, and it all goes downhill from there.
And C. Thomas Howell's another one. He's like perfect in this.
Oh yeah, no, it is good. I forgot Jennifer Jason Leigh was in this. But yeah, no, it's a killer movie. Go watch it. It's more of a psychological thriller than a horror. horror, but it's a great movie though. Near Dark, my favorite vampire movie of all time.
This has become a huge cult favorite,
Oh, it's so
and
good.
it was a shame that this thing was not bigger. It is a fantastic movie.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's so killer, dude. If you haven't seen Near Dark, get on it because it's my favorite vampire movie. Return to the Living Dead. Now, this is not the Romero stuff. This is the better stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I love
Also
this
a lot
series.
goofier.
And this is the one that has a zombie chick running around naked the entire movie, isn't it?
That's
and
the third
so.
one, isn't it?
and it's got the best zombie costume ever made, ever. The oil can zombie in this is freaking ridiculous.
Oil can zombie.
Yeah, well, dude,
Yes, sir. Amen.
You got to watch it.
you got to watch it, dude. This is
like all the Living Dead movies jacked up to 11.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good, and the ending's perfect. Oh, there it is. There he is. There's our boy Jeffrey.
Reanimator.
It's so fun. And once again, if you
It's
haven't
such a
seen
good
this,
movie.
go watch it. Jeffrey Combs absolutely kills it.
Yeah, it's just the best B movie ever. Like it is so good.
Yeah. Oh goodness gracious. Unbelievable. American Werewolf in London. It is a good movie, but it's not for everybody though.
I love that film.
I do
It's
too.
so
but
funny.
Kind of a comedy.
See it, but it looks
It is.
awesome.
That bit when they have the Nazi werewolf bit when he freaks and dreams.
yeah,
so
I think it's
funny.
those parts that pushes some people off it though. The dream sequences, his
That's
fever
just funny.
dreams, right? No, I think so. But I know this movie is not as universally loved as 14 says it is. Night of the Creeps. You could put this at number 3 for me.
I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was that good.
Oh, I loved it, dude. Tom Atkins is on game 100% in this movie. I love me some Tom Atkins in any movie he's in, but in this movie, I mean, he has one of the most epic lines of movie history. Girls, I got some good news and some bad news. Good news. What's the good news? Your boyfriends are here. When one of the girls says, "What's the bad news?" They're dead. It's such a good line. The delivery is perfect, dude. He's got a freaking cigar in his mouth while he's saying it. It's perfect. This is a good movie. Go watch it. Day of the Dead. This is a Romero movie. You're going to kill me for this, but I like the remake better.
The Day of the Dead remake?
Yeah.
You mean Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead?
No,
I meant Dawn of the Dead. You're right. Yeah.
This one was a good. This is one of the, I think probably one of the best Romero movies that I've seen.
This is the one that's it's like the second or third one, right? Second one, isn't it?
No, this is number 3.
It's number 3.
And the funny thing is you can always tell the two things that he hates the most, and one of them is
Rich
the
people.
military.
Yeah, military and rich people. He didn't like them.
Although I think Land of the Dead was actually pretty good. I have to admit that it was pretty good. But this wasn't really a horror. Well, this had a lot of dread in it. It didn't have a lot of horror, not until the end.
Yeah, that's fair. The Fly is number 11. Wow, sacrilege, dude.
It's a good movie.
It's a killer movie, dude.
It is.
Yeah, so good. Predator is number 10. Fair enough. It's such a good action movie. Ghostbusters.
Really?
Number 9.
That's not a horror movie.
No.
That's a kid's horror movie.
It is one of the best movies ever made, though.
It is one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, but it's not horror.
No, it's not.
I mean, you can't. I'm the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
He's the key master.
Well,
Are
dude,
you the key master?
Harold Ramis got to have sex with Sigourney Weaver. Enough said.
True.
That is horrific. The concept. Okay. Pet Sematary.
This was not
8?
Yeah,
it doesn't deserve to be up that high, no, but it's not a bad film.
Fred Gwynn is cool in it. I don't know. It should be that high.
I'm worried
That's pretty high for Pet Sematary.
It is
That's
very
too high.
Even
There's some that's
King
been
got to
higher.
fuck
There
all
should
the
be
dead
like
animals.
Evil Dead should be higher. And other
Definitely,
things
you're
should
right,
definitely be
Rabbit.
higher.
You're 100%. Aliens is 7.
I still don't class that as a horror. Alien, sure. Aliens, no. I just don't get why that's classed as a
It's
horror.
more
I
action.
watched all these
Great
movies when
movie.
I was a kid. Where that's exactly.
Yeah,
It's an action.
Well, it's kind of like it's
It's a
piggybacking
thriller.
off the fact that the first one is a horror.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's
Yeah.
it's just the piggyback.
It's a killer movie, though.
It's a great
People
movie.
watch horror
Genius
movies.
Yeah,
sequel
they're all
to
killer movies.
do something completely different and do it well.
Has it
very
been a
good.
Hammer horror yet? I haven't seen a
I
Christmas
haven't seen
Dracula
any, and
horror
I'm
yet.
disappointed as you are, sir. Yes. Cujo. Really?
No.
Really?
Sorry,
Cujo?
no.
Six?
Really?
Sorry,
What?
no.
6?
Gee.
To be
Okay.
fair,
What's
it is-
Sissy made up?
Bad list.
It is a tense movie, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
but what's Sissy made up this movie? I mean, for cripe's sake.
This is ridiculous. I don't even think Cujo should be in the top 100. The Entity. Really?
Really?
Who wrote this list, man? I don't want to know what's number
Oh
one.
my god, dude. This is. Oh, okay.
I mean, it will
Painful.
redeem itself if the thing is at number one. It will redeem
Yeah, I'm
itself,
sure
but
it is. But
I mean, it wasn't a
this
bad
is
movie,
righteous.
but no.
Nightmare on Elm Street 1 been on there, yeah? I know 3
Ooh.
was.
I'm
the-
sure it's going to be in top 3.
the Blob remake is pretty dope.
It is. It is.
It is.
good.
It is
I like
pretty good.
the
Yeah.
the gore effects and the horror of the gore effects is pretty gruesome. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it deserves to be in the top 10. It's a great movie. Number 3, A Nightmare on Elm Street. There you go.
Yeah, so at least that's in the top 3. That needs to be.
Oh, it's a solid movie.
I watched that last night. I watched
Mhm.
Fright Night the night before, and then Nightmare on Elm Street last night. It's it's horror week, so
The remake of Fright Night is not on the list. You notice?
no, but it's a good movie. But
It's
it's
a
not.
great
It's
movie.
less. But I get why it's not because
Yeah, but
you know,
where's
not
all the Hammer
first one.
horror? You're right, though, dude.
Yeah, I don't get why there's whoever wrote this list hasn't watched
No.
real movies.
There is-
Well, it's IMDb. Like, what do you expect?
It's true, I suppose. It could
It's
be. Worse.
it's all
It could
it's all
be
normie
tomato
stuff on
thing.
IMDb.
That's I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
There is some killer horror, Hammer horror movies, just so you know. Go check it out. Number 2, ooh. Number 2.
Number
is The
2 is
Thing.
the thing. Then what can number
Number
1 be? If
I
I'm
don't know. All right, here we go. Reveal for number
I mean,
1.
I bet it's gonna be like
oh,
Jaws.
you fuckers.
Oh, The Shining.
No.
Shining should be 2.
No.
You fuckers.
I can't.
Shining
what-
should be
what-
2 than
The
anything.
Shining.
at least push it
No.
down to number 3 so that thing can be number 1 and Nightmare on Elm Street number 2.
I would put
Yeah.
Shining in the top
Yeah.
20.
Shining.
I would definitely not put it anywhere near the top 10.
No
No.
way. But
No. Yeah.
Oh
So
my god.
what
What
is
idiot made this?
This is so bad, dude. I mean, look at that. Look at that. The Entity as number 5, really. I mean, is
That's
this, this
yeah,
list
somebody
made
was
by a
freaking
horny
high
12-year-old.
when they do that.
No, it was a horny 12-year-old made the list.
If they didn't have Night of the
Like-
Demons on there,
No.
they didn't have Prince of Darkness,
Wow, right?
Didn't
Right.
have
and I think
Dracula.
Predators.
They have-
Predators, I think, came out in the '80s as well too.
Predator
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
think,
No, I
so
think the
many
second
movies
one
that
came out
come
as
Again,
well.
no, I think the second one was early 90s, wasn't it?
I could have sworn it was '89.
I didn't
Oh,
listen
I
to
don't
the whole
remember.
list,
I
but-
could be wrong.
What
Yeah,
about- no,
you could be right.
Let me go look it
like
up.
87.
Wow. But anyway, enough of that, I guess.
Was
Jeez.
Phantasm on there? I didn't hear you
Yeah,
say
like
it.
the second or third one.
Yeah, Phantasm 2
Oh,
was on
yeah.
there, not the first one.
Yeah, weird.
Huh.
It's weird.
Predator
Wow.
2 came out in 1990. Although there
Yeah.
was a 1990 movie on here as well. So
That's
Was it
cheating.
really?
yeah, there's a 1990. There's another 1990 movie on here.
But no, there's a
And-
lot of movies that could be on here.
And another thing. I don't think the original Phantasm is on here either.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I mean,
And to be fair, the '90s had some good horror movies. It did. There you could definitely have a solid list of '90s horror movies. '70s had a lot of that good Hammer stuff and some other things. '60s too. But '80s is just one of the most epic decades. I don't know how it happened. It just did. I just think money was flowing and people were happy and they were just being creative. They didn't have as many, chains on them, restricting them. But
Well, I mean,
But
that's what the 70s was for too, because of Grindhouse. They had no regulations. Grindhouse is why they made regulations.
yeah, but so much of that is so cheaply made. I mean, shoestring budgets.
Well, that's what makes it. That's what makes it awesome.
Yeah, that's
isn't that
why
the answer
bad
to
taste is
the
on
Hammer
list.
horror?
I don't agree with Bad Taste being a horror movie, but I love the movie.
Yeah. Now, the Hammer horror movies are done somewhat cheaply, but not really. The BBC, for all its faults, and whatever you call the extended movie making industry in Britain, they're really good at doing period stuff. They're really good at it. As far as the sets and and the aesthetics of it, they're amazing. And the Hammer horror, although you can occasionally see some cheap stuff here or there, they really do a good job on their production, I think, for the money that they were spending.
I'm saying isn't that the reason that maybe they're not on here? Didn't Hammer Horror was like a 70s thing? There's like an
No,
80s list.
Is that an 80s list?
Yeah,
not
they
our
had
Well-
list,
80s
the horror
stuff
list?
coming
Oh,
in
okay.
too.
Well,
Some
the
of-
other thing that wasn't on here, was any trauma films, right?
Yeah, Tremor. I did wonder about
Yeah,
that.
was it? I think Puppet Master came out in the 80s as well.
I
You
love
know,
that film.
Yeah, I was like,
that's a
where's
proper
Ghoulies?
horror
movie, man.
Ghoulies, yeah, I remember.
I was waiting
Ghoulies,
for
is that
Ghoulies.
the 80s?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ghoulies.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Now, Ghoulies was a movie that
Dolls?
was a public upswelling of support that made that famous. So, Ghoulies is kind of an important movie, actually. We have the original Troll, not the second one.
Troll, yeah. Troll 2 was so stupid. I remember that. They went to, it was like.
Troll 2 is more famous than Troll 1, though.
It is, I know it is. I
Yeah,
know
but Troll
loads of
1's
people that
way
love
better
that.
movie, though.
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
Yeah, it
movie.
Because
is.
it's an actual
movie.
actual movie.
Hmm.
Puppet, yeah,
The
Puppet
second one's
Master.
stupid.
Okay, Puppet Master came out in 1989. That's not on there, and that should have been on there.
Easily.
Phantasm, however, was not on here because it came out in 79.
Oh.
Well, we saw a couple. Oh, no, all right.
Oh, that's okay.
Fair
that
enough.
makes sense.
So they just wanted to give it a nod and put the second one on there. I get it. But weird list. Weird list.
Yep.
There are a ton of great 80s horror movies. Night Shift was an 80s movie, wasn't it?
I believe so. Let me look it up.
And
I'm
'cause
pretty sure, right?
That's a great fun movie. Better than a lot of the stuff we saw on there.
Are we done? I don't know. I finished and already uploaded mine.
Yeah, no, I'm just going through the art and let people see what's going on. Honey is just getting better every week, man.
Oh,
Who's-
thank you.
Oh,
Is
honey.
that the gremlin? I don't know who's drawing. Someone's
Yeah.
drawing the female gremlin.
Oh, very good.
Very nice.
I haven't looked at anybody's actually. Andrew's just drawing comic pages. Did you?
Yeah,
you did the
I'll put it
thing,
back
right?
on when we're. I'll put it back on when we're doing the other thing.
That's fine. I just haven't. It's nice to just finish and have a look at everybody's.
One of the things I was just looking at Rabbit's Freddy Krueger, and one of the complaints I heard about the remake, other than Andrew being right and it just wasn't a good story, was a lot of
Yeah.
people complaining about the leaning into the child molestation. And it's
Yeah,
like,
'cause-
well, you do realize that's the kind of key point of Freddy Krueger, right?
Well,
They mainly
how
pointed
cool.
out he was Freddy. It was more of the murder side that was the big deal. It was never about the molestation. It was always
Yeah,
been
and-
about the murder, killing kids, not anything else. That was
And how
new
cool,
in
how
the new
cool
one.
would it be? How cool would it be if they flipped the script and made it so that the parents killed an innocent man and Freddy Krueger was
Yeah.
not actually molesting the kids, right?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he never.
yeah.
He was. Then I'll never understand why they made it about molesting kids because that was never ever in the movies ever.
Well, it
It
is.
was
It
because the
is.
parent because he wants to kill the kids of the parents who burned down him in the building because he
Yeah,
molested
but-
all the kids.
No, because he
is
killed a
child
bunch of
molester.
kids.
That's the deal.
He literally
Okay.
killed kids.
He does
The
that,
graveyard.
too.
The Graveyard Shift. It's not the Night Shift. It's the Graveyard Shift. There was a Night Shift
you.
movie in 1982, but that was a
Russian one.
comedy.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
no,
Russian one.
that was a comedy one. The Graveyard Shift came out in 1990.
1990. Oh, okay. Graveyard Shift. All right, that's a great fun movie though. But there is a Russian movie called Night Shift and Day Shift. It's about
Yes,
vampires.
yes.
It's freaking epic. Go watch it. It's got
like
European,
shapeshifters,
Eastern
right?
European comedy in it, but
Night Watch.
yeah, Night Watch.
Yeah, you're
Night
talking.
Watch, yeah.
You really like those? I didn't like those films at all.
Oh, I love them. But the thing is, I can watch them in their original language. You see.
The hell?
And that's a big bonus, I think. Because most of the European languages I can watch. I might not be great at speaking them, but I can understand them no problem. And watching a lot of these movies in the original language helps a lot, dude.
I just
another-
think Timmer is a terrible director. I pretty much disliked all of Timmer's movies.
Gregory points out that Waxwork wasn't on there either.
Oh, dude.
Waxwork
Yeah,
Talk
was a
about the
Waxwork.
great
remake,
movie.
not the original, not the second remake, the middle remake. Yeah.
No, well, Waxwork was the one in the 80s.
Yeah, the one in the 80s.
With
You had a
Cal-
Vincent
with
Price
Cal-
one back in the 60s.
No, that was the
House of Wax.
House of Wax.
Yeah, it's
House
the
of
same.
Wax,
It's
yeah.
the same movie, dude. And then they had the Paris Hilton one. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Paris Hilton one was a remake of House of Wax. This one was different because it was different vignettes based on the display.
You're right. They did take it a different direction. You're right, and I agree with Gregory in this case. That movie is freaking epic. And how in the hell is it not on the list? It's
Yeah.
true. Those little vignettes you're talking about are really good, dude.
Yes,
They're really good. Yeah. The vampire one still sticks in my head.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I won't spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
That was great.
And I've actually seen a complete breakdown of that movie of trying to find where spoilers. There's a big fight at the end, they trying to break down if every one of the waxworks are actually seen in the end fight, frame by frame, trying to locate them all. That's great.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you an extra in it?
No, that would have been awesome. I've never been able to get killed.
Well, I heard something interesting.
That would be what you'd want, right?
Esther?
If I was in a movie, I'd prefer to be annihilated by something.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you were saying?
You're talking about, you talk about being an extra in movies. You got to do that soon because I'm hearing you're going to replace extras with AI. So there won't be any extras anymore.
Yeah, get on that. They probably will.
Be fake actors in the background.
Will, yeah, cheaper. Well, I don't know. They only paid me in a bottle of water.
Yeah, extras usually don't get paid.
Yeah. Although
but they're not going to have any. They're not going to have any calls anymore. Is the problem? There's not going to be any extra calls.
Well,
I don't think. I mean, some people will still use extras, especially like lower budget stuff.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Did you see what did you see the thing that Disney did though? Because Disney like tested out the extras and it looks like garbage. It's pretty funny.
I mean, most Disney stuff looks like garbage anyway.
Well,
they're
that's
not doing well. That is true.
They're about to lose ABC. Did you hear that they're losing the ABC network?
How?
Oh yeah.
How are they going
to have to liquidate because they lost so much
dude,
money?
So right now it's a rumor, but they're hemorrhaging money, and if they have to lose their cash cow ABC, that's going to be insane because that's huge. That's a big part of their budget.
Donald Trump should
They're
buy it.
right
That
for
would be
trying to
They're
buy
going to probably
everything.
license out the.
Yeah, no, you're right. They
license
need
out
to.
some stuff too.
They're gonna have to break down, split up. But if they sell ABC, I want Donald Trump to buy it because that would be the funniest thing ever. I would laugh for days. It'd be so awesome. The Donald Trump network. That'd be cool. I own a network now. Yeah, it's the best ever. I can't do a good Trump, but someone can do a good Trump. That'd be great stand up. You know who does a really good Trump is Steven Crowder.
You think so?
Yeah, his Trump's excellent.
Some of the best Trump,
funny.
excellent Trump. Some of the best Trump ever.
Yeah. See,
Jamie Foxx actually does a great job.
Does he? Yeah. I mean, but I mean, that's the thing where comedians used to bust everyone's chops, right? But these days they become so political. Like Steven is clearly a conservative and a Republican, and I don't think he's a Republican, but he's conservative. But he has no problem busting Republicans' chops at all. It's as it should be, you know.
Tradition.
I like the bit about the tiny accordion, the air accordion. Composing a little accordion.
Yeah, Trump's tiny accordion. It's a classic. It's so good.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
He is funny. You got to give him Trump. Trump was one of the funniest presidents we've had. That's true.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
You know, one of the other movies that they didn't put on there,
what?
Which is another cult classic, Basket Case, came out in 1982.
Yeah, I honestly I was looking for that one. I was looking for Basket Case.
They didn't have Maniac on there either. But yet they had Henry. which is weird.
That Maniac Cop, was that on there, or is that not 80s?
I didn't see
No,
that.
that wasn't on there either. That was 80s as well.
I think it was 90s. Was it?
I was
No.
wondering. I know the second one was probably because Bruce Campbell was in it though. He was still young. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. It might have been
Yeah.
80s.
Maniac
Lair
might have
of
been
the White
70s.
Worm.
Oh, Lair.
Lair-
That is a goofy ass movie, dude.
It was a good movie, but
It's fun.
It's not.
It's so weird though. Who made that? That was like Verhoeven or something, right?
Directed by Ken Russell.
Ken Russell. But it is a psychedelic freaky movie. It's worth a watch though, I'd say. Very interesting.
Motel Hell was another one that came out in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, that's the one with the growing people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how about the remake of the Body Snatchers?
Oh yeah.
Is that 70s?
No, that's
That might be
70s.
70s.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Cannibal Holocaust, which was
That was seven. That was 70s.
terrible.
Yeah.
No, that's
don't watch that
1980.
movie. Don't watch that movie.
What?
Should-
No.
That shouldn't be on any list.
No.
Cannibal Holocaust was not 80s, was it?
I don't
Probably
know.
There's
one
a
of those that
Cannibal-
got pushed
there's-
back.
Cannibal Holocaust was 70 something, right?
Yeah, don't
What
don't
about-
watch
was
that
it-
movie.
Oh, 85. Wow. Holy cow.
Although you have to give them a touch of credit because it's a complete mess of a movie. If it was more coherent, it'd be a bit better. But you got to give them credit. Their special effects were so good that the Italian government arrested everybody involved because they thought they actually murdered people.
They had to parade the actors through the street
Right.
just to be like, "We're alive, everybody. We're alive."
But
Oh,
and
and another-
credit for that.
Another one that they didn't put on there was Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Oh yeah, dude. But that's a TV show, isn't it? TV series.
No, that was a movie with
Was it?
Jason Robards. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That was good though. There's a ton of stuff that list was made by a horny 12-year-old. So anyway,
Obviously.
you should be kazooing. So
Yeah, because it's 20 past 5. Go on.
yeah, I don't have time. So
I finished
anyway,
off
let's
an hour
go.
ago.
Yeah, I know. Let's go here and take a look. We've been seeing some really good art today. We're going to start over here with our Australian friend Amron, and yeah, Freddie's having some fun here. Very nice. So are you a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, I would have to say it's my favorite series in horror.
Yeah, it is great.
I grew up with it. Saw the first one when I was 10 or 12, so yeah.
You know, I never
It didn't
understood.
affect me at all.
No,
That's
I
the funny
watched it.
thing, like
I watched it when I was like 8, dude.
nothing
I was watching it.
traumatized me as a child. Like I've seen a lot of horror and a lot of ultra violent movies in my like tender years, but it did not affect me.
That's how you grew up, in it? That's how I grew up. That's how all my
Yeah.
friends grew up. We all watched them from like 8 years old.
Yeah, it's just funny when people go, "Oh, it traumatized me as a kid." Okay.
No, it didn't.
How?
It's a fun movie. It's
How
not
do
that
anything?
like that. Well, you know the thing I don't understand is the Freddy versus Jason arguments, and it's like,
That movie's fantastic.
yeah, but the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are way better cinema than the Friday the 13th stuff. It's just way better.
True. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Plus, there's some worse Friday the 13th movies compared to. There isn't really a bad Freddy movie.
Fair.
Yeah, they're all fun.
Well, except for that remake.
But doesn't count.
That's true. That doesn't count. If you guys like what Armron's done, vote from the straw poll, man. I think it's cool. It looks good.
It's very
Very
cool.
nice. Andrew has taken what should have been number 1 on the list.
Yeah, I agree.
Should have been.
I totally agree.
What do you think, Jeff? What do you think of this this iconic moment in The Thing?
I think he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, it's very accurate. It's a lot less cartoony than your normal stuff.
Yeah. I did a lot of sketchiness with it as well. I didn't clean up any of the lines or anything. I just painted over the sketch.
Yeah, that's
But yeah.
makes it look cool.
Who did
But
the
yeah,
special effects
Norris
in The Thing?
the Norris
What?
monster. That was a
Rob
great.
Bottin, I think.
Yeah, Rob Bottin is a
Yeah, Batin. He did a lot of
absolute
good stuff.
genius.
Yeah.
I learned from him
Robocop.
that you can buy kegs of jelly, which is the main effect that they used in the thing. Was
nice.
just grape jelly.
Well, didn't he die from overwork?
I don't know actually. I don't
Yeah.
know that.
I think I had heard that.
But he is a genius as far as special effects go. and The Thing is a masterpiece because of it.
Mhm.
And the fact
Yeah, it
that
is, yeah.
like practical effects isn't still used today is so sad.
I know it's beyond me why, because like it doesn't age, you know.
Yeah,
mostly,
imagine
like
what
the
they
thing
could
you watch
do
it,
with
it doesn't
it.
date.
Yeah.
Aliens didn't date, whereas you watch like whatever was made like 5 years ago looks like shit now.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true.
and with all the modern advancements, the practical effects they could do would be better, but they're
Yeah,
not doing
they'd be
it.
freaking amazing.
They
I
would
mean, look
be.
at like Jurassic Park, for instance. You know, look how that's still one of the best like movies out there with the animatronics and stuff. I mean, you know,
But it is cool.
Yeah, and then you watch the new ones. Yeah.
And of course, another thing that helped this movie, other than the special effects, was Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, right.
So,
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell.
so let's see. Amy's done Five Nights at Freddy's here. Very different for Amy today. It's very different.
Just kind of like FNAF, so I thought, well, at least I know this one, kind of. So I've tried to draw Mangle before. It was fun.
Did you play this game?
I like the sequel.
It's actually kind of a little too scary for me, but I have seen some of the live streams
That
and some
is
of the
the
lore
point,
videos.
Amy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be scary. You just sit down and watch Nightmare on Elm Street. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think that might be scarier still. So I think I'll just keep with the lore videos.
I don't know. Do you guys think that Nightmare on Elm Street is scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's?
I think Five Nights at Freddy's is a lot more fucking freaky, to be honest with you.
It's
It's
jump scare porn. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Jump scare porn.
Jump scare porn. But if you guys like what she's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. I apologize for running through, but someone forgot to blow the kazoo.
I like how they're bullying Springtrap.
I blew it.
I know. Honey,
I
go
blew the
ahead.
kazoo.
Go ahead, honey.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Ooh, nice Gremlins reference here. We have
Thank
a
you.
transgendered gremlin.
Yeah, the female one.
I understand.
Gremlins 2, I think.
It is, yeah. It's the one that's still alive at the end.
Isn't she cute?
Thank you.
I know it's super accurate. Like we can tell exactly what it is.
Yeah, you know immediately what it is. Yeah, yeah.
The drag gremlin is really funny.
The drag gremlin, yeah. Especially the you have to go see the scene with it, but it's perfectly inappropriate. It's great. But thank you very much, honey. If you guys like what she's done, vote for the straw poll. Let's see here. Rabbit has done a very nice Robert Englund with a skull. Now I've seen this. This is like a promo photo, right?
Yeah. I just yeah.
Yeah. It's perfect because I don't remember if there's ever a scene in the movie where he has a skull in his hand. Is there?
I don't know. Thinking about it, I'm rewatching them, so we'll see.
In the Dream Child?
Might be.
I seem to remember him licking a skull. Maybe.
There's a lot of weird things in it. Maybe in the second one's got some random stuff in it, but I think it's the third movie, isn't it? From
the Dream Warrior one, yeah.
But it's when he looks. That's when they change the way he looks. Because in the first one, you don't really see him that well. In the second one, he looks more monstrous. And then after that, he looks like pretty much the same throughout.
Right.
From third one onwards.
Yeah. You know, I actually saw some young person, I would imagine a TikToker, was talking about a Nightmare on Elm Street, and it was like, why does he only have one glove? I was like,
he can't grab things if he has two.
I know, it's just the things that people talk about. It's like, okay, fine. Moving on. But if you like what Robert's done, vote for the straw poll. I'm going to come to you last, sir. Let me see here. We have Evil Dead X Gundam. Good job. Good job. Yeah, we got the shotgun, we got the chainsaw, and Gundam's got to put down some whoop ass.
Johan, what a silly concept. Yeah. Come on, man.
You know, yeah, I know it's awesome though. But you know what we needed, Andrew? You know what we needed and we never got? We need Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell and Steve Austin.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay.
Steve Austin. Yeah. I thought about Steve Irwin.
Same, no, well, that
Different
would be a good
person.
Evil
Yeah.
Dead. I think
That's
people
good.
might say too soon. But okay. But this is awesome. Thank you very much, Johan. If you guys like it, vote
Thank
for
you.
the
Thank
straw
you.
poll. Now, Kima, did you draw
Thank
something
you.
today?
No.
That's okay. We're
I
happy to have you.
just came to hang out.
Let me go over here and
Well,
take a
she's
look
on the
at.
poll anyways.
Oh, okay. Well, then vote for her. Let's take a look at Jason's Mr. Motion. Go ahead and show us, man.
Just
Show
a
us that
second.
xenomorph.
Yeah.
The load. Yes.
Yeah. Now, you uploaded it, I'm assuming. That is so
Yeah, I
killer,
did.
dude. That is so killer. Let me go grab that actually to show it, so we can see it clearly. But that is really good, dude. Let's come over here.
Yeah.
Probably my best Halloween picture so far.
It
Nice.
is really
This year.
good, dude.
You
Let
should
me. Yeah.
you should paint over it with like Mod Podge or gouache and make it look extra gooey, extra slimy.
Ew.
Hmm. I do have gouache.
I see.
Yeah, the camera does not do it justice.
I see our chat is talking about how ugly Mary Jane is, and my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of pics going around of actually who it was modeled after.
Yeah, but
Mary
it's
Jane
just
does look like
ridiculous. I mean, Mary Jane is supposed to be a hottie. I mean, that's the intent of the character.
No, it's supposed to be a video game writer.
Oh, yeah, all right, fine. Let's see here. Let's bring this over here.
What's his name?
Mags Visaggio. Look at that, dude.
There you go.
Look at that. That's good job, Jason. That is really good. I
Thank
love the
you.
glisten. Yeah, it's got bulk to it. Yeah, it's nice, dude. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, go ahead and vote. Oh, I'm so bad on time. I really screwed up today. I apologize.
You didn't show
Uh,
Howl.
let me go over here and bring up these draw along stuff. I wasn't paying attention.
What about Alan?
Oh yeah, well, I was saving that for good reason too. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me jump back over. Sorry, Alan. All right, here we go. Alan, it's all yours.
Oh man.
Where's my money?
Okay, don't get sued by Bootsy Collins.
Yeah, don't get sued by Bootsy Collins, but you should. I mean, I get
I
the
didn't
reason why
even
you chose it.
couldn't even decipher what that was.
Yeah, it was the audio was coming through poorly.
Oh.
But you should have gone with something from like Funkadelics or something, dude.
Oh, I was looking for something from Rick James, but
Yeah, that would have been great.
wasn't coming through.
Yeah,
And
but
my audio's terrible right now.
yeah, no, unfortunately, but this is a killer ass picture though, dude. Look at this.
It's very good.
I mean, where's my money? This is a pimp fly. Yeah, it's great, dude. That is so good. So good. So good. So good. So vote for him to straw poll. And letting you guys go ahead. Let me go over here and start taking a look at this stuff. We got from Adrian here. Once again, you don't no love. Makes me have to do all the work. Fine. So where am I going? I'm going over here, right? So, alrighty. This is from Adrian. Very nice. Unless this is something specific I'm not catching, it's just a generic slasher. Am I missing something?
It's just very thematic.
It is thematic. Yeah. Girl coming out of the shower with the towel on and the killer behind her with the bloody axe. So
Is it Mike Myers?
it might be.
Or
Yeah.
no?
Might be Mike Myers.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Pablo Romero has given us. Is this Dr. Fibes? Is this supposed to be Dr. Fibes? Might be. It's cool, whatever it is.
It is cool.
I don't know what that is, but interesting, I think.
I wonder if it's supposed to be Mr. Dr. Fives. I probably should just go kind of like read it, which I failed to do on
It could
occasion.
be.
Really quick drawing of Dr. Fraudstein from the house of by the cemetery. Oh, okay. I get it. Let's see here. And we got one from Cobra. Very nice. And it's just not. It's all of them are going to the other side. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Final
Not
girl
bad.
fighting back, dude. Very nice. Alrighty. And of course, I'll go get Doug's real quick, but Jason Gonzalez has given us The Critters.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it's really cool too. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh man, that's really good.
It is good. It is good.
Cute.
All right, let me go over here and take a look at the Twitter. I'm trying to do everything I can do real quick.
Oh my god.
I have no idea. I don't have time to play around with that, so let me come over here. Someone's upset about something. What is happening? Let's see here. We got a couple. We got Basket Case. Love. Pure love from Doug. Thank you, Doug.
Oh, that is so good.
Oh, he always has the best music, dude.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It is,
honestly.
dude.
That's such a good basket case.
I love the opening riff of this song, dude. That's killer. Yeah, very, very good. All right. And he's got another one too. Yeah, he's got another one too. Let me go up here. This is this kind of generic slasher with the snidely whiplash mustache. Very nice, very nice.
That promotes harm to women. And Martin has more on it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Christine, the movie is Maniac, and the billboards themselves are pretty gruesome. Moviegoers tonight told them that promotes harm to women.
Oh,
yeah.
And
so
Martin has more on it right
It's
now.
great.
Christine, the movie is Maniac, and the billboards themselves are pretty gruesome.
Now, there has always been pushback that slasher horror movies are anti-female. But the thing is, it's only the females that survive those movies. They are the
Most horror
final girls.
movies.
Well, I'm just saying, right? So how is it anti-female when the female's the hero of the movies? And they always are. It's in horror. It's very standard. The female is is the hero, right? It's
Well,
very standard.
it also goes along with the theme of you choose females because females are more sympathetic.
Well, yeah, no, I understand why. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that the people who do complain, it's weird. It's a weird.
No, I know that's
complaint.
what I'm saying. I'm saying like that's the reason is because you choose a female because it's more sympathetic because
Yeah.
you want to
'Cause
protect
no
the
one
female.
no one cares if men die. No one cares.
No.
Yeah. No one cares at all. You see all the
Unless
news
you're a
going-
fat guy with glasses, then you feel bad for the fat guy with glasses. Who
Oh,
dies.
that's fair. That's fair. Let me go. I don't have time to play around today. Andrew Beetlejuice, apologist Fleming. Amy Rebel without a cause, Lester. That's nice. Melissa Reanimator Lester. One doomed bad taste rocks rabbit. I disagree. Alan Superfly. Alonzo. Johan can't sleep. Clown will eat me. That's fair. It's fair. Canadian cannibal Holocaust Kima. Very nice. Freddy does Dallas Armor. That's just inappropriate, Jeff. Okay. Mr. Gremlins is not a Christmas movie emotion. Yeah, it is. It is. Who am I going to vote for today? Ooh, I really like what Alan did, but I really like what Jason. I'm going to vote for Jason.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to show the results here, and then what I'm going to do is come over to here real quick, over to this, And then I'm going to do this. Here we go.
Mhm.
All right, Jeff. Now I'm way behind on my. I gotta go take a shower. So Jeff, can you take over and read off the results for the straw poll, and then let everyone do their thing. And by the time I'm done my shower, I'll be able to come back and shut it down. Can you do that for me, Jeff?
Certainly.
Thank you, Jeff.
Certainly.
I'll just leave it here. But of
You
course,
just leave it right there.
unless you want to share your screen, I'll capture it, and then you can do whatever you want.
Nah, I will just leave it right there.
Okay, good. I'll be back. I gotta go take a shower.
Go quick.
Okay, go take a shower.
All right.
Hurry, hurry,
There you
hurry.
go.
Okay.
I wonder if the showers talks.
In third place, well, with no votes, we have Canadian Cannibal Holocaust Keenma, Johan Can't Sleep Clown will Eat Me Alexander, Melissa Reanimator Lester, Andrew Beetlejuice Apologist Fleming, and for second place we have a tie, Alan Superfly Alonzo, One Doomed Bad Taste Rocks Rabbit, and Amy Rebel Without a Cause Lester. And in first place, we have a tie between Freddy Does Dallas Armoron and Mr. Gremlins is not a Christian movie motion. So congratulations. Let's give a round of applause to the winners.
Yay!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, so
You're all good.
I guess now we start rattling off who does what. But the problem is I can't do links because I got to hold down push to talk. So
Oh dear.
so first let's start with Andrew.
Andrew?
Okay. Well, if you guys would like to check out my work, you can read my webcomic for free at solariansun.com. Today I will be posting up to page 238, I believe. So you can read all that for free, wrapping up chapter 9 and going to be moving on chapter 10 for free pretty soon. But if you want to read up to page 635, you can subscribe for as little as $5 a month. That's less than one coffee a month that you can come over and read a ton of pages that I update every single week, about 3 pages a week. I have also sent in the test books to be printed for volume 3. So I should have volume 3 by as early as next Friday, I guess. And I can go through those and edit the test books. Getting ready for the Kickstarter that will be coming around in January. So keep an eye out for the Kickstarter link for the pre-launch, and I'll keep all my updates on my social medias and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Bravo.
Take it away, Armoron.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to get back into my Patreon lately. It's been kind of slow. I wasn't very motivated for a while. But I'm slowly getting back into it and posting again. So people can go there again to check out my stuff. But, yeah. I haven't done much on DeviantArt at all, not for months. So I've just been posting this and that here and there on Twitter mostly.
I think Twitter's the way to go, kind of.
Yeah.
As I've been seeing it lately.
Was Twitter good again? I feel like it was kind of slashing off there for a bit.
Yeah, it's honestly getting better than Instagram, because Instagram is really screwing us on the algorithm now lately.
Okay,
That's
Amy,
really-
go for it.
Everyone, thanks for coming to see us and spend some time and support Nap. So there you go. Oh yeah, that movie is actually, I think, opening tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to hearing anybody's opinion on it. Hopefully we'll get to see something. That'd be cool. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. Thanks for coming out to see us. Yeah, and we'll be here. I don't know what we're doing next week, but I can't think of any reason we wouldn't be here. So it'll be fun. So have a good night, everyone, and see you next week.
All right, Rabbit.
I have nothing.
Aw. No
Nothing?
gifts?
Rabbit,
What?
come on.
I'm
Can you make
not-
something
I'm-
up while I throw out the links?
You can throw up the
Oh,
links. I don't know. I have got gigs, but not until next year, and none of you can come anyway because you're all in the wrong country.
When does your album drop?
Soon. It's being mastered at the minute, so soon. Before Christmas. I suppose we're going to be doing a music video for the first single in the next few
sick.
weeks, I think. So
Hello?
That'd be awesome.
How many tracks are going to be on your album, do you think?
there's going to be 11 because I cut one because I hate it. There would have been 12. No, I cut one because I just don't think it fits the album
Well,
anymore.
B-side.
Yeah, I figured I'll release it on Spotify or something separately, but
Nice.
we got newer songs that are better anyway. I want to record a second album. We're going to do an EP instead, I think.
Go.
So hopefully there'll be an album, and then not long after there'll be an EP. So
Cool.
All right, Alan, you're up.
I'll just check out my Twitter and Instagram. I'm doing a Battober this month, so check out a little bunch of black and white traditional drawings that I'm doing.
And they've been
I'm
awesome.
having a lot of fun doing those. Thank you.
Thank you. Johan.
Hey, hello. My Kickstarter with Bonrat is up on a journey. It's a comic project called Journey to Elysium. It's on its Kickstarter until next month. So yeah, please tune up. Please check out the page. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you. And thank you.
Good to have you.
And Keenma.
Hey, yeah. Sorry I didn't draw anything today. I was doing a 21-page marathon of comic.
Whoa.
Well,
Yeah.
About how far do you think you are?
I'm 3 pages short.
Oh my
But
God.
no.
Play Star Wars.
Yeah, go play some Star Wars. Yeah, I should go do that actually. The comic Deck of Fates is finally dropped, and we've now posted episode 2. Hopefully episode 3 should be out tomorrow, and it's on Voice Me.
okay.
Yeah, I do have the link, but I don't know if I could post the link in the chat. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
Shoot me the link
You got
in
it,
the
Chester?
shoot me the link in the PMs, and I'll drop it on here because Chester ain't could be back before we're done.
Let's see. Oh, where are
That
you? I'm a
would
little
be
bit
pretty
drunk right
fast
now.
shower.
Go on,
You
go
forgot,
into
y'all.
Discord.
Y'all forgot about me, by the way.
I know. I'm waiting for her to. Well, okay.
Go
Go ahead, Mr. Motion.
All right. Well,
There.
y'all can basically follow me on Instagram at creation.jason. I am actually selling that Solomon Kang picture I did last Thursday. And
Neat.
yeah, and I'm gonna be doing some Christmas stuff here soon. Can't wait to show y'all that. And that's basically it. God bless y'all.
And we're done before he's back. So I'm going to complain more about that list. They didn't put
Alright, go for
Ghoulies.
it. Alright.
They didn't put Ghoulies on there either.
You mentioned
Yep,
it, yeah.
no ghoulies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
there's
Ghoulies,
so
no Puppet
many.
Man.
Five.
No Puppet Man. I mean,
I feel
The
like
Evil
someone's
Dead?
more missing too.
no, they had Evil Dead. They
Evil
had
Dead.
they
Oh,
had
okay.
both
I
Evil
missed it.
Dead and Evil Dead 2 on there.
Okay, I missed it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure whether Army. I think Army of Darkness should have been on there too.
Hmm.
Is that
Army of
90s?
Darkness is great.
I think that's 90s, yeah.
Yeah, it might be 90s.
Yeah, 1992. Crap.
Oh well, it's a good
If
one
it's a
though.
better movie.
Yeah, it was better movie than some ones who picked a freaking Altered States. I mean, for cripe's sake.
The Heathers was on there.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
Heathers.
I mean,
Yeah.
It sounds like a band or some flowers. Yes, those kinds of heathers.
I mean, seriously, what High-On would put that on there?
I don't know.
I mean, I like the film. It's fun, but yeah, it's not. I don't get that list.
Not
Makes no
horror.
sense to me.
Beetlejuice-
No, it's not horror.
Beetlejuice
That's
is
not
another
horror.
toss-up.
Yeah,
And there's
a
one-
lot of
I
non-horror
honestly
films
would.
on there.
I would keep Beetlejuice on there because it is kind of a horror film.
You think so?
It is about
I
ghosts
thought
and
it was more
stuff,
of a
but I mean, it's more of
family
a comedy.
movie, though, right?
It is far more of a comedy, but like the visuals themselves, like the visuals were
Yeah, the
very
visuals,
horror.
the even the concept, you know.
I suppose it's more of a gothic comedy, though, isn't it? Like, that's the horror.
It is. It's really dark though. Like, 'cause if you watch it, like, it is more comedy than dark, but it is actually a pretty dark film.
I guess.
Watching it overall.
Oh, and the other thing too is
original-
Silence of the Lambs. I think that came out in the 80s, if I'm not
That
wrong.
was 90s.
That's 90s as well.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
That count as
More
horror?
like 90s.
Barely. It was 1991.
Yeah, that's probably explains it.
But the other one that I really
On that
liked
list.
was
Or the
John
Heathers.
Carpenter. John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, which is, I mean, it's kind of one of his more obscure movies, but it's a really good movie. It's got Alice
yeah,
Cooper in it.
How come They Live wasn't on it?
Yeah, that was
They
another
Live,
one.
Yeah, that should have been on there.
I mean,
Yeah,
really,
that's a
that
good
wasn't. I don't think that was a horror movie. It was more of a sci-fi, but still, it
Yeah, I
was-
guess,
totally,
but
yeah.
but like it is still kind of within the realm of like
yeah.
of that.
Over
Yeah,
the
I
Heathers, for
agree.
sure.
Hmm.
So, anybody else got any good horror movies that they liked?
Oh man.
I remember
Specifically from the 80s?
the horror movie. I don't know about the. There is a title, The Stuff. Do you know The Stuff? It's
Tough.
the Stuff.
Oh yeah, the stuff.
Yeah, we
that
talked
was
about
on there.
that. Yeah.
I
It's-
actually-
it's an ice cream. Ice cream.
Yeah,
ice
I
cream
actually
horror.
kind of like that movie.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't-
very unique. Yeah. It
Well,
it rather haunted me when I was little.
Really?
What were you gonna
That's
say?
the scary-
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I guess. Sorry.
Go ahead, Melissa.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I guess the scariest thing I've seen all night is my sister moved my keyboard and it deleted all my art. So I'm like,
Oh,
Oh.
so I'm like,
that back.
please work undo, please
Wow.
work undo, and it came back. But that was a jump scare. That was a jump scare.
Oh,
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah.
Gotta be more careful next time.
I know, right? Like, oh, apparently there's a ruin everything button. Good to know. Good to know.
Well, that happens. At least it did. Mine crashed halfway through drawing. Thankfully, I'd saved it.
Oh no.
I don't
Ugh.
care because it's just D&Q. If it was doing something proper, I would have been annoyed.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't
But
crash
still,
very
it's-
often. To be fair, since I doubled my RAM, it does crash a lot less often.
Oh,
that's
interesting.
good. So it's a little more
It depends
stable.
on how many layers I'm using. And for D&Q, it's not that often. I just fuck around too much on D&Q, and I end up breaking stuff.
Now, what are you
Just give
what are
me
you
something to
drawing
break.
with that's
Photoshop.
crashing?
It's Photoshop.
Yeah,
It's normally
no,
when
it's a
you, it's
Photoshop
normally
one.
Liquify that breaks it, or something else that breaks it. I know it does it, and I try not to use it, but every now and then you
Yeah,
forget.
no. Yeah, I eventually got to the point where it was just so unstable. I'm like, okay, I can't use this anymore. So time for plan B. But Creative's working. I
Mine's
guess, pretty well.
fine. I've learned not to use Liquify by just drawing better.
Oh,
If that makes sense.
interesting. Yeah.
I try and avoid it, or just use like the lasso tool and warp if I need to.
Is Liquify different from like a blend tool, do you think?
No, Liquify just moves things around in real time on your picture. So if you wanted to
Ah.
move a bit of the picture a little bit without messing it up too much, it's really good. But I don't need it that much anymore. I think didn't they add it to Clip Studio recently or something? I'm sure I saw.
Yes, they
something
did.
that added it to.
Yeah, it's on Clip Studio.
Okay.
I do have Clip Studio. I haven't used it in ages.
There he is.
It is officially the first time I've ever sat in front of my live stream wearing a suit.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Man, that's a fast change.
Wow.
Yes, it was.
Thank you. I was speedy, but my secretary laid out my suit, so it was good.
yes, Jiminy.
Aw.
The They Live wasn't on there, and yes, it was bogus.
But another thing wasn't on there is Trick or Treat.
Man.
Are you
Was
kidding?
the Leprechaun, or is that 80s? Is that on there?
I think the
Oh,
first
it
one
is.
was. It had Jennifer Aniston in it. First time I saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
the first movie role.
Well, anyway, I got 10
Yeah,
minutes
you're
before I
right.
got to walk out the door. 9 minutes. So
Yeah, that's
I-
fine.
Oh, okay. Don't
It's
forget to
late.
get some toast or something.
Yeah, we already finished
I
everything.
rarely eat until evening, but unless someone throws food at me. But sorry about today. Is a little more hectic. I have to move an hour earlier than I usually do. I have a meeting before my first set of classes. So I apologize. Very bad time management on my part, Jeff. And I'm a teacher.
Shame.
It's unacceptable.
Well, that's why you have secretaries, right?
So who was the winner?
I guess you're gonna have to watch the episode.
Everyone's a winner.
You're just gonna have to watch the stream. It's Armoron, and Mr. Motion.
Oh well, there you go. And those are both worthy. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, Did you talk to everyone and get them to talk about what they're doing and stuff, so I can just shut the stream down?
Yeah, you can shut the stream down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Unless you want to throw in a namaste.
Well, yeah, no, namaste indeed. But thank you all very much. Do appreciate it. Rabbit, Eric's busy today. Do we or Jeff? Do you guys know what we're doing next week?
I think it's someone's booking it. I'm sure someone said something about that. Well, I don't know.
I don't
Eric's
know.
man took that over, and that's cool.
Eric knows.
We have
Yeah,
an official
he has,
person to do it. But
It was
we'll be
someone's
doing
book, I
something
think.
fun. Yeah, we'll do something fun.
Yeah.
I do apologize for the hecticness of the end of today. It's completely my fault. But thank you to all the artists. Great stuff, fun stuff. I really love what Jason did with that alien, and of course, Pimp Fly is. You need to put some Rick James on that shit.
It was a fun piece. I liked all the colors.
Oh, it's great. It's super colorful, yeah. But anyway, thank you all very much, and we'll see you next week. So, namaste. Let's see.
Goodbye.
Be
Happy Halloween.
peaceful.
Oh yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy
I guess.
Halloween. Later,
Thank y'all
everybody.
for y'all folks.
Goodbye.
Thank y'all.
Good
Bye.
night,
Bye.
Bye.
There. There. Snap. Meh. Snap. Simpsons reference.